that rolling. Okay, we are recording. That looks good. Chat is up. Screen is up. I did a sound check already, so we're good there. We should be good there. Yeah, this will be interesting. 3 years. 3 years. Over 3 years of having a journey through hip-hop reaction channel, and I've never sat down with Eminem. Now, here's why. Because a lot of people have asked, Bob, how come you don't listen to Eminem on your channel? Well, I don't do a reaction to this album because I have heard it, or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. So I've listened to Eminem, and that's the main reason why I've never done any reactions. Now, it's also true that I haven't listened to these in years, like years, literally before I started the channel. I haven't listened to those. So that's why I've mentioned the idea of doing revisits instead of reactions, just because I think it would be kind of fun, right? After listening to so much hip hop and having my opinions and being comfortable now, and we kind of need to go back to listen to Eminem, but I just haven't done it. So those are the ones I have. Honestly, when it comes to Eminem, I'm not like a huge fan. So if you're a huge Eminem fan, this might not be your jam. I don't know how it's going to go. I really like the song Deja Vu. I think that's on Refill or Relapse, right? Yeah, Deja Vu. Deja Vu's great. I like the one with Rihanna, because Rihanna sounds amazing on that one. Something about love the way, just going to let you burn or whatever the fuck it is. Haven't heard it forever. When I was pulling up Eminem just now, because, on Spotify you can click and look at the top 10 most popular songs. Without Me, I don't know. Mockingbird, I don't know. The Real Slim Shady, I think I know. Lose Yourself, I'm familiar with. Love the Way You Lie, that's the one I was thinking of. Till Collapse, don't know it. Godzilla, don't know it. Superman, don't know it. So there's a bunch of Eminem I don't know, because I haven't listened to him. That's it. There you go. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes with this album. I did see on the tweeters, this is a concept album. It's called The Death of Slim Shady. I am aware that he has these egos. You got Slim Shady, we've got Eminem, you've got Marshall Mathers. I don't know who else there is. I know, but yeah, I'm not an Eminem expert at all. Not an Eminem expert. B Rabbit is another one. Okay. Something that's just extremely Ken Kenneth is another one. Okay. I don't know. Something I find odd about Eminem, and it's weird for me because I remember when he came out. So, but like now, doing so much hip hop and kind of being a lot more aware of hip hop opinions, I suppose. It is incredible how divisive Eminem is. And something that I always crack up with this channel and the album requests I get is people get very excited if I'm going to listen to this or that or the other. But then also people get cranky if I'm going to listen to this or that or the other. And I feel like there's a lack of awareness of the general idea of your favorite artist is somebody else's mid and vice versa, And so with this channel being a focus on a journey through hip hop, in my opinion, the people who say, no, you can't listen to Eminem, that's pretty hypocritical. Like, he has, what's his monthly listeners on Spotify? 82 million monthly listeners. To talk about hip hop and not talk about Eminem is to deny reality, in my opinion. He's trash and the GOAT at the same time. Now I've heard with him, like his recent albums have sucked and people don't like it, whatever. And I know he's probably said plenty of shit that offends people and pisses them off. And that's the one I don't really get, because I mean that's always been Eminem to me. Like day one, I remember when he fucking came out on MTV with Hi, My Name Is or whatever, and it was like, this is crazy. And for me, and I've talked about this on the Houdini reaction. I've done the reaction to the Houdini music video. this was right after all the Marilyn Manson shit that was going on. And so this whole, like, I'm going to be offended by the artist thing, it was like, we're just going to do this again, only now it's a white guy in hip-hop that we're going to be upset about. Anyway, whatever. So it's all quite funny to me. Opinions just fly around like crazy, and I'm just like, whatever. I want to sit down and listen to it. It's the first time I'm going to do a reaction to Eminem. It's got to be done. You know, it's just got to be done. Yeah, Morello, you got it. 82 million with 20 plus years of his career. Like, yeah. How can you not listen to Eminem? Nathan, you got a good question there with, is Jesus is King coming soon? So last night, something happened. Actually, it was yesterday at work, and then last night when I was home, a flip switched in my brain, and I was like, you know, I kind of want to listen to some Kanye. And my biggest barrier with Kanye has been when I hear his voice, I cringe because the sound of his voice is so heavily associated with all the crazy bullshit that he said over the last couple of years. Last night, what did I listen to? I listened to Gone. I listened to St. Pablo. I listened to Blood on the Leaves. I listened to Hold My Liquor. I listened to New Day. And I was like, yep, I'm good. I can hear Kanye's voice again and not just shudder. So that was nice. So Jesus is King, Donda, Vultures, they're back on the list, basically. I don't know when. I looked at Donda and I was like, oh my God, it's so fucking long. Why does it have to be so long? Anyway, there you go. So just kind of curious, you know, it just flipped for whatever reason, that switch in my brain. Oh yeah, I should put I thought my Twitch link was in YouTube. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Let's get working here. It's 7:35. Everybody's here. Vultures is ass. Yeah, you know what though? Hey, look, you got to go through the whole thing, in my opinion, right? I still need to finish up Outkast. There's one more Outkast album I got to do, the fucking speaker box one. The thing is everyone's got their own opinions about the music, and that's fine. But I also want to sit and listen and just form my own opinion. You know, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the channel. Sit down, listen, try to appreciate it, form my own opinion. Literally the entire reason the channel exists. So if an album's bad, okay, it's bad. There you go. I guess, yeah, Big Crit, Gemini, I almost did Forever today. I actually was leaning towards it, and then I realized, oh shit, the Eminem's coming out today. So Big Crit is up there. Big Crit's up there. Faces is up there. There's a couple. Parthpathic? I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, first time chat. Nice. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Last second change the speaker box. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Outkast instead. Okay, let's get working. Let's get to work, you guys. We got 19 tracks, an hour and 4 minutes. I will do one video reaction to, I think it's Tobey is what it's called. I got that set up. All of this will go onto Patreon like normal. Patreon's $2 if you haven't signed up for Patreon and you want to. Obviously no ads, no cuts. And you can listen to MP3. So if you just want to listen, you don't want to watch, you can just listen. Some people do that when they're at work, which is really fucking cool. And it's $2. And anybody who has supported Patreon or does support, thank you very, very, very much. It's fucking incredible to me. Incredible. What else? There was one other thing I wanted to say, and I cannot fucking remember. I talked about I'm not a huge Eminem fan. I'm not an Eminem expert. I don't know most of his music. I don't know. I only know a couple of songs, honestly, off the top of my head. Okay, there we go. This is a concept album, The Death of Some Shady. Oh, that was it. This guy is older than I am. And I want to mention that right now, not because it matters necessarily, but he's 50. His daughter just got married, you know, and he's always been, to me, just this wild character. And so I'm curious how that folds into any of this, if it does at all. But okay, enough blabbering. Track one's called Renaissance. It looks like maybe it's a skit, 90 seconds. I don't know. Here we go. Drop it in. Concept album, The Death of Slim Shady. First time reacting to Eminem album on the channel. Here we go. Oh, and I don't know how to turn off the damn sound notification. I tried to find it. With balls in his durag, he sags, fearing no man. He stands pinning his hand like Edward Scissorhands, who slices competition. I could barely keep up with what he's saying.
Now there's travel inside the mind of a hater. Cause I don't see no fans, all I see is a bunch of complainers. Kendrick's album was cool, but it didn't have any bangers. Wayne's album and Ye's couldn't tell you which one was lamer. Joyner's album was corny. Shady's new shit is way worse. Everything is either too tame, it is too much anger. I didn't like the beat, so I hated, might delete later. You nerdy freaks would find something wrong with 36 chambers. So I think you the greats. Pick apart a Picasso and make excuses to hate. So you can wait for your flowers until you're blue in the face. Stupid, you ain't gonna get them until your funeral wake.
I kind of like that. I like this segment. So, first impression. It's been forever. I listened to Houdini. I think I did the reaction to it. I did listen to it like, I don't know, 2 more times after the reaction. So I'll recognize it when it comes on. But you guys got to keep in mind, this is the first time I'm listening to Eminem literally in years. I've always liked his voice. I feel like he just kind of has his vocal sound that is like forever iconic, in my opinion, in the sense that when you hear Eminem, his voice is very distinct. Whether you like it or not, it's very, very, very distinct. So I feel like Eminem, to me, is kind of like the hip-hop version of Rush. Rush has a singer, Geddy Lee, and the guy is just a fucking banshee. Like, you cannot confuse Geddy Lee with anybody else. But some people don't like Geddy Lee and the sound of his voice. But anyway, there you go. Initially, I was like, Jesus Christ, like it's coming very, very fast. Very, very fast. And this is something that can be challenging with Eminem because he does a lot of like rhyming, and I'm curious to see if I find it to be too much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip the first half of this track because I don't want to spend 10 minutes trying to dissect fucking 45 seconds. I like the second half here. As soon as I quit giving a fuck, I started to sell a bit. Now let's travel inside the mind of a hater because I don't see fans. All I see is a bunch of complainers. Nah, I can agree with that in some extent. Kendrick album was cool, but it didn't have any bangers. Wayne's album or Ye's, couldn't tell which one was lamer. Joyner's album was corny shit. Shady's new shit is way worse. Everything's either too tame or there's too much anger. I didn't like the beat, so I hated Might Delete Later. You nerdy pricks would find something wrong with 36 Chambers, which is an excellent album. Excellent album. It's what they do to the greats. Pick apart a Picasso and make excuses to hate. So I kind of like that. He's just throwing some shade at people who fucking complain. Because, goddamn, that's... In the last few months, I've really, like, withdrawn from comments and just being online in general because it's just, goddamn. People fucking complain. And it's like... Do something else, especially like it's so strange to me when it comes to like entertainment and media and stuff like that, like games or movies or shows or music. It's like, turn it off. It's not like your fucking job or the shitty road that you're on that's always filled with traffic that you have to put up with. It's not like there's so much real shit that we have to deal with every day that sucks. Why the fuck would you go out of your way to complain about something you can just turn off and literally never have it in your life? I don't get it. There's so little time in this life. Go enjoy whatever you can while you can, because it's just like these windows are so fucking small. I feel like I spend so much time at work and so much time in traffic and all this bullshit, right? It's like I just want to go enjoy my life. So I like this. I like this idea of talking shit to people who just sit around and talk shit. Do something else. Goddamn. I like this. But the Jordan album was corny though. And look. I want to be very clear too. I'm not saying you can't have an opinion. You absolutely can have an opinion. It's not like you have to like everything on the side. But if you hate it, put it away. Go do something. There's so much other things. Anyway, okay. Don't want to get into like too much of an old man rant there, but I liked that part of the verse. Seemed like a bit of a warm up. What did we get in there? I'm trying to keep in the concept, the concept album. It's going to be the death of Slim Shady. He mentioned as soon as I started to not give a fuck, I started to sell a little bit. So, and I just missed the whole first half of the verse, but it's been already like 20 minutes or something. Let's keep going. Track 2's called Habits. I didn't look at the producers because these will probably be new to me. Producers are Louis, Resto, and Eminem on that one. This one's White Gold, Eminem, and Narza. Yeah, I don't recognize these guys. Yeah, I don't recognize White Gold. Anyway, let's drop into track 2, Habits. Here we go.
Been waiting a long time for this shit. Long time no see. Thought you got rid of my ass, huh?
I thought you got rid of my ass.
You take this, or I put a bullet between your fucking eyes. Here, we'll split it. Half an Ativan, I'm driving straight out of van in a black sedan, fast as I can. In Pakistan, getting chased by Pakistans. You know how I roll,
in
bitch.
Pakistan.
I'm an avalanche. It's my shit, I'm gonna spit it how I wanna spit it. Whoever gets offended, suck a dick and fuck a critic. About to get retarded on this motherfucking shit.
I like this beat.
You can't say retarded. Cool. Shut up, midget. Shut up. Been trying to break the habit of saying any R words, but I'm still an addict, so it's getting harder. Been calling bitches hoes since a kindergarten. Since Jimmy Carter, now I'm kitty cornered, sitting in PC court with a shitty lawyer. Like damn.
Oh my
You got
god.
an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Goddamn, I miss you, Slim. You got an addiction.
This is cool. This is
I
cool.
know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your van.
Was just a kid from Detroit who knew how to destroy the booth and had a point to prove. Venomous still I poison youth sentences. I'm penning are just
Cool
a toy
beat.
with you,
I like
which
this
is a
beat.
joy to do. Slim is just a lyricist, hit her voice, his true sentiments. Got the women pissed and it seems like men are just off growing a huge clitoris. Pussies, yeah, probably annoyed a few feminists. I reminisce on
This
the
fucking guy.
views over my points of view. Still I'm devoid of two shits to give. My thinking is primitive, but when it comes to giving it to anybody, boy is Bruce generous. And about as much of a boy as Bruce Jenner is. Cause I'm not a boy, I'm a man, bitch. Man, bitch. My speech is free, it's his choice to choose gender is. This shit is like opioid abuse, isn't it? Yep.
So this is, I think this is where obviously Eminem pisses everybody off. And this, I do get a little torn here because like, chat, you guys could explain it to me. I don't know. I don't fucking pay attention, right? I don't pay attention to what Eminem does. I try not to pay attention to what any artist does because I don't want to find out all the awful shit they're doing and then go, oh god. Does he hate transgender people? Like, does he actually hate, or does he just talk shit? Because there's a difference there. There's a difference. And I know some people will say, well, it's the same thing. And okay, that's fine. One of his kids is non-binary. This is just Slim, not M. Okay. He just talks shit. Okay. That's important to know. I think that's important to know. And I think that's important to distinguish because the Eminem I think of is a guy who constantly talks shit. And so I've never, ever taken him seriously. And I think that's the problem. That's the problem. I think people take Eminem seriously. And if you do that, you're going to have a bad time. Right? You're going to get pissed off. Okay, so he doesn't hate transgender. He's just talking shit. This is Slim Shady. Okay. Because officially, like, I have no problem with transgender. I don't support people who are against transgender. Look, just let people fucking live their lives, please. Okay? Every now and then I'll think about it, and it's like, I'll think of some of these arguments. I think, there was a time when it was basically forbidden for women to wear pants. And if you said that now, that would sound very dumb because it is dumb. So why the fuck are we all upset about a guy wearing a dress? And I know it goes way deeper than that, but I don't know. I feel like it's a big argument over language, and I feel like it's just a lot of yelling. And there's some gender norms that are being shook up a little, and people don't like that. But anyway, I don't want to go off too much of a tangent there. This fucking guy. I don't understand. Oh, okay. Getting out of the habit of saying any R words. I didn't really catch that. I didn't catch the part about retarded because you're not supposed to say retarded anymore. You can't say retarded. Shut up, midget. He's talking about being an addict. You got an addiction. What's the addiction about? Oh, drug addict, I'm sure. Yeah. But I feel like he's more being addicted to being offensive in this section right here. Let's keep going. This is going to be hard because I don't want to skip over shit, but I feel like Eminem puts so much in that it's going to take a long time to break shit down to. This whole goddamn thing. It seems like men are just off growing a huge clitoris. I probably annoyed a few feminists. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that shit from the fucking beginning. Pissing off feminists. Slim Shady. Goddamn. Still, I'm devoid of two shits to give. Well, my hope of Eminem being a 50-year-old man with a married daughter is being more mature. I think that's already out the window. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Protesters outside the Shady office is livid. It'll make you think that you had the game unlocked till they pick it. Only wait for me to explain it. Yes, I'm conflicted. Walking on eggshells like if I take it too far, is this it?
I'm trying to pick up his flow, and I'm having a hard time hearing what
All my
he's saying.
statements are basically contradictory. Like using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive. And insensitive as if me saying the R word isn't.
Wait a minute, which R word? Rape or retarded midget? Not cool. With this rhyme, your carrots, I Parker did it.
This fucking guy,
Make you
man.
less
Oh
angry
my
if Parker
God.
spit it. And as far as what I just stated regarding midgets, you'll probably think I'll just say that I'm playing. I'm not, I meant it.
Got an addiction, man.
Ha.
I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Goddamn, I miss you, Slim. Hey, you got an addiction, man.
Ah.
I
Interesting.
know you can't get rid of me forever,
Interesting.
cause you know that I'm prescription, man.
I'm going through like this whole like emotional roller coaster through this
I'm just
one
playing
song
little
right
people.
here.
You know I love you.
So, I think let's zoom out a little bit and think of the concept of the album. What's going on with this track? Talk about an addiction. I think pretty clear. The addiction is addicted to being offensive. Addicted to being offensive. I'm gonna put that out there. I think that's a pretty safe bet right there. Now, what I think is important in this track, and I think it's something people will probably skip over immediately, because, like he said in the opening song, a little bit, people are just looking for things to complain about. This bridge I found very interesting. There's times when I lay down to sleep, I argue with myself. Am I the only one who thinks it's weird? Do I need help? Just a little bit, no. A lot of it, really, I gotta quit. Something's wrong with me. I like that he puts that in there. Now, here's the hard part, though. Like, if you're an artist who your whole thing is talking shit, it also makes it hard to take you seriously, you know? And so I think in that section, the beat drops out a little bit. The sound shifts. I think this is something where you're supposed to take it seriously in terms of him saying, hey, fuck, man, what is going on? Like, why am I so obsessed with this addiction to being offended? Or not offended, offensive, you know? I don't know who Mr. Reality is, but it is, when I clicked on it, it is some character from South Park. I don't think I've seen this one. I haven't really watched a lot of South Park in a while. And then verse 3, like, Jesus Christ. He lays into it pretty hard, right? And honestly, this first part of the verse, I wasn't into it. I was like, nah, I'm not cool with this. But then he drops into these lines down here. I do this shit in jest, and it's just messing up with your head. And if men want to wear lipstick and women's underwear, who cares? Their shit is their business. Now bear witness, beware bitches, the Blair Witch under scared bitches. Anyway. So he throws that in there. Now, that's a pretty small sample compared to, you know, how much he's putting in to hammer down. Right? But he's putting it in there. At least, and let's see, what were we talking about over here? Guys, just have fun. Right. But here's the thing. You can't, in my opinion, you can't say, oh, I'm just screwing around, I'm just having fun, don't take it so seriously, while also saying as much offensive shit as possible on purpose, knowing it's going to be offensive. That's the same thing as these fucking YouTube prank channels where they run up and, you know, hit the guy in the head with a fucking brick. It's just a prank. No. You have to take ownership of what you're doing. And so you can't fucking split it. You can't go both ways. You'd be like, oh, I'm just screwing around, I'm just being silly, don't be so offended, while also intentionally being as offensive as you can. You can't do that. You can't. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So, okay. The song's called Habits. He's talking about being addicted to being offensive. I'm not going to go through all these lines. God damn, this is going to be challenging. Another thing that is challenging too is I'm noticing the way he's rapping. I don't know if I'm really into it. He's got his voice, but I like these guys a little bit slower, just a little bit slower, and more inflection in the voice. And with Eminem, it's like it almost sounds like Morse code instead of movement vocally. But this is only the second track. This is going to be a long-ass video. This is going to be a long-ass video, dude. Let's move on to track 3, which is called Trouble. Oh, there's a sub. That's cool. Oh, it's only a little skit. Okay. Let's go through track 3, and then we'll look at track 4.
Alright, here, drink this. What is it? Shut up and drink it. No! I said drink it, bitch. The fuck? The fuck are you trying to do? Get us canceled. Hey, yo. Fuck blind people. What? And deaf people suck. Stop. So do cripples. Whoa. Dumb quadriplegic fucks with Christopher Reeves' luck.
He's still talking about Christopher Reeves.
Oh, here comes Marshall to try to clean this up. Shut up! What's the matter, Marshall? Your penis tucked? Oh, the
Jesus
big bad rapper is
Christ.
viewing
This fucking guy. Oh my god.
Genius, huh? We fucking need each other.
Haha. Oh my god. So I remember on one of these albums, one of these somewhere. I'm just holding them up for reference. I don't know why. There's like this one skit where who is it? Paul Berman, or what the fuck is the guy's name? Or the like his record label or something. Anyway, Steve Berman, I think. And it's like the message, the voicemail. He's like, and this thing about Christopher Reeves, you know he's dead, right? And so now he's still fucking talking about Christopher Reeves. This is crazy. Okay. I'm really going to do my best to try and lift concept from this album to just see what he's doing. So, drink this. Shove or drink it. You're trying to get us canceled. Here comes Marshall to clean this up. Okay. I don't know. Let's move on. Track 4. It's called Brand New Dance. Eminem, Louis Resto for production. This is going to be a tough one. This might be tough for me, but that's okay. Trying to fucking... fucking Eminem, man. All right, here we go. Jumping to track 4. Brand New Dance.
Get up! Everybody on the dance floor, come on! That means you too, Chris. Well, it's Friday night, no date for the prom. Just got caught jacking off by your mom. Suspended from school for setting off the alarm. Keep screaming, you're gonna drop the bomb. But anyway, every day is the same old shit. Room looking like a tornado hit it. Try to explain, your parents, they don't get it. Time to hit you with a Fongado rhythm, let it roll. If you're ready, we gonna start the show. Everybody in the world, all across the globe, you can feel it in your head down to your toes. Dance to your wheelchair bound.
I just say this. The production sounds like the keyboard is farting. That's my opinion of the production. It sounds like a keyboard is farting. Now, maybe it's supposed to. I mean, he's just talking about the room and all that, but let's keep going. That's just the sound I'm fucking here with.
Everywhere you see people laughing and dancing in the street. On the count of 3, everybody
fucking Christopher Reeves again. Oh my god, this guy. He's insane.
Batman, Spider-Man, slip fell landing in a garbage can. Shit, hell damn it, I can hardly stand, but I get it cracking like no one in the party can. Give me a beat, I'll show you all a brand new dance. All I need is a stretcher and an ambulance. So stand back.
No, my fucking you. Oh my god.
It's a brand new craze and it's
oh my god.
Anything else is a cheap imitation. Just make sure that you videotape it. You can only do it once, but the people go ape shit.
Did he literally just make a song to make fun of fucking Christopher Reeves again? Like, what the fuck, dude? This is crazy. So, I don't know what the fuck to make out of this, but we're gonna keep in concept the idea of being addicted to being offensive. But the fucking, this is crazy. All I need is a stretcher and an ambulance. What the fuck? Because Christopher Reeves was fucking completely paralyzed. Like, this is insane. I assume that's what he's talking about. Let's keep going. I don't know what the fuck to think about it. This is insane.
Dancing in the street. On the count of 3, everybody do the Christopher Reeves. 1, 2, 3, follow me. It's your arms, legs, feet, and your hands in them. You follow me, can't get up.
What?
It's a brand new
This
dance.
is crazy.
Chris Anthem, I'm giving Chris Reeves his Chris
This
Anthem.
is, oh my god.
I'ma have everybody jumping to this. Caitlyn Jenner in the front row, pumping a fist. With a simple little twist and a flick of the wrist, a little snap of the neck and a slip of the disc. You just pull up a chair and grab a seat and clap your hands and stomp your feet.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Turn around till you're looking like a slab of meat. You put your left foot back,
What?
you're right in front. Tip your head back, let it touch your butt till you feel it. What the fuck, motherfucker, fuck a dog. What
This
the
is
fuck?
fucking
Stop the party,
insane.
people, are you with me? What's the deal? If you
This is
feel, grab
insane.
your chair up by the wheel. If you wanna feel just like the man of steel, windmilling on a mill, you're banana peel. Come on, hands and stomp your feet. Everybody
Oh my fucking god, dude. No way. No, I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this is real. This is fucking crazy, dude. This is fucking crazy.
Good morning, Eminem, or Marshall, as others have informed me. Christopher Reeves here. You had better not talk behind my back, or I will kick your ass the minute
What
I'm
the
out
fuck?
of this chair. Watch yourself, Marshall. I'm watching you.
Oh, it was like a nightmare.
Holy shit.
It was like a nightmare, I guess. So, this is fucking the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Or heard, I suppose, I should say. Like, I just want to put on that Steve Berman skit. You know he's fucking dead, right? This is crazy. Now, I have to admit something to you guys. My sense of humor, I have like, the things that I find funny, I very much have, like, a dark, twisted sense of humor. Like, I use laughing to cope with a lot of different things. Like, humor is in one part defense mechanism, but also I feel like if you just take life seriously, you're going to be a miserable person. So you kind of have to laugh. I mean, obviously there are things that are impossible to laugh at because there's a lot of horrible shit in the world. But so that's part of it. That's part of how I deal with shit. But also when it comes to this really, really like fucked up, twisted sense of humor, part of it that I find is like surprising and funny is the fact that somebody thought that shit up, worked on it to make it a good joke as like stand up or something. You know, you got to get the delivery right. You got to build up the jokes right. Like, thought up this horrible thing, worked on it to build it up. And then it was like, yeah, I'm going to tell this in public in front of people. Like, holy shit. It's just insane. It's insane to me. So like, I don't know what the fuck to think of this. This is probably the craziest fucking song I've ever seen in my life. A little snap of the neck and a slip of the disc. Oh my fucking God. You just pull up a chair and grab a seat, clap your hands, step your feet. Put your left foot back, your right front. Tip your head back till it touches your butt. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Now here's the line. I'm glad I'm reading this a little bit because till you feel a pop, like, what the fuck? Motherfuck, fucking duck, what the fuck? I'm stuck. So party people, are you with me? What's the deal? If you go grab a chair by the wheel. This is insane. This is insane. Oh my God, dude. I mean, now, like, from a music point of view, would I listen to this song again? Probably not. Like, it's just weird. Like, the beat is very strange to me. It sounds like they're making the keyboard fart on purpose. And, like, I would only listen to this to just, again, be shocked at how shocking this is. But it also ends with him essentially waking up from like a dream. Like the alarm goes off and he's screaming and shit. So I'm going to keep this idea as like a nightmare. Like what if conceptually the idea is this is a nightmare in the sense of I'm trying to not be offensive. I'm trying to rid myself of this addiction of being offensive. Okay, and I don't say that to excuse this song at all. Like, fuck, this is crazy. Oh my God, like I'm almost like nervous how fucking crazy this song is. But I want to like try and process some sort of conceptual idea because he did say this is the concept album. What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ, let's move on. This is insane. It was recorded in 2004 for the Encore album. Really? Okay. I don't know what the fuck that means. Whatever. Let's move on to track 5, which is called Evil. I can only fucking imagine. Producers are Don Cannons, Q Beats, and Eminem. Here we go. Track 5, Evil. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. I don't know what I expected, but... Oh, I broke Spotify. Hold on. Let me start track 4. Okay, here's track 5, Evil.
Woke up with an attitude today, not in the mood to play. Might start a feud with Dre and ask him to shoot the fade. All I do is spray, spew the hate while I fuel the flames. Who to blame for my screwed up brain? You could say in the booth I'm a human A to the K. Aww, look at them two little beautiful pewter gray poodles. How cute are they? Well, looks like them pooches are screwed today. I'm stuck in my ruthless ways, and I refuse to change. Nothing to lose again.
Guess I just choose to stay
Evil, I'm so evil, rotten to the core, fucking twisted cerebral. I'm so evil, so evil. It's obvious.
Okay, I mean the beat. Okay, I'm okay with the beat here.
Evil.
Oh, it picks up a bit. Good, good.
To the core, fucking twisted cerebral. I'm so evil.
My stomach's unraveling, might end up having Slim say some shit you feel fucked up for laughing at.
Yep, I feel fucked up for laughing at it,
and
for
that's
sure.
problematic. But if y'all fanatics, maybe I'm your habit. And I got all the dope, so send me automatics. And watch me shoot 'em up like semi-automatics. Slim snaps like a chin strap.
I like this beat here. And I like his flow here.
Opposite, just like a prostitute, which is
I like it when he slows down.
Hip slaps, only way I'm hitting my bottom, bitch.
There's a demon who's deep within. All I need is MD or weed or Henny or Jim Beam or Remy or Seagram's gin just to get underneath your skin. I would like you to meet my twin.
Evil, I'm so evil. Rotten to the core, fucking twisted cerebral. I'm so evil, so evil. It's obvious that I am not like other people.
So there are little tidbits here that I can engage with. Like this is very challenging for me, honestly, in terms of like trying to connect with it, trying to enjoy it. Stuck in my ruthless ways, I refuse to change. Nothing to lose again. I guess I'll just stay. So I'm evil. I'm so evil. And like I have a hard time with that, just because I like it when people try to improve themselves and change, and it's hard, right? I don't like it when people go, oh, well, I guess this is just who I am, and that's it. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily what he's doing here, but that's just the first impression I get, right? And he gets into this, the medicine cabinet and a little bit of, the drugs are traveling through his stomach like a javelin, or his abdomen was unraveling. Anyway, and I'm phenomenal at it, and that's problematic. But if y'all are fanatics, maybe I'm your habit. So I feel like that line right there is somewhat important to this whole concept. Like, what I'm trying to do is understand Eminem. That's basically what I'm trying to do here. So if you have a guy who's just been wildly offensive for his entire career, essentially, as far as I know, I'm no expert, so I don't know, and he's talking about being addicted to being offensive. And he's also talking about, at the very beginning, people who just look for anything to complain about. And maybe they're addicted to him being offensive. It's kind of this weird psychological cycle. That's all. I got all the dope too. Send me all them addicts. Watch me shoot them up like semi-automatics. So that part stuck out to me, because I think that's kind of a little hint at something there. And it kind of bugs me out that he glosses over it, but at least he says it. And then, who the fuck is Skylar Grey? Skylar Grey is a singer-songwriter who's frequently collaborated with Eminem. Okay, so I don't know that. There was a line, though, right here. Might up having Slim say some shit you feel fucked up for laughing at. Yeah, yeah. That was the entire previous track. I felt fucked up the entire time for laughing at it. That was just the craziest shit I've ever seen. He's taking the perspective of Slim Shady. Okay. This is another thing, too. I don't know who the fuck is who in terms of these alter egos and stuff. Let's keep going. I will admit, like, this shit makes me uncomfortable. There are things he's saying that makes me pretty fucking uncomfortable. It's wild. This is wild.
Shit can get a lot worse. These are my first thoughts. Johnny Walker, this my third shot. Now don't stop till the shots hurt. Pops for blocks. Got the Mossberg cop. Couple choppers, 2 Glocks, a Tupac shirt. Doctors and boxers drop looking upward.
As I bump in the Oxford.
So much ammunition, I sweat lead. And just bought you a new bedspread for your deathbed. And I just got it made like special ed said. With the red man, I'm a meth head. Used to get fed pet meds by my redneck stepdad.
Till I beat his ass to death with a cassette deck.
So much blood shed that what he bled from his head gash. It's kinda like I'm a bookworm, cause I ain't stopping till everything gets red. Call this sex ed with a splash of necrophilia.
Okay, I get
cause
that.
when I say that I'm really the evilest, I'm fucking dead ass. I'm dead ass.
I'm so evil, so evil. It's obvious that I am not like other people.
Ha. Oh, we're gonna roll into a skit. Let's just listen.
And
to
why
this
you
real
doing
quick.
this? Cause you owe me. How? Cause I gave you everything. What? And what did you do? You walked away from me. Yeah, but you're too fucking blind to see I was good for you. I made you. You were nothing till you found me. How many times you try to kill me? I always come back. You can't outgrow me. You can't outthink me. I'm all you got.
The coup de grace.
I'm gonna reference my favorite album that I love to reference this year, 2093, Yeet, 2093. Great album, in my opinion. Great album. And it was complicated at first. Like, lyrically, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. You did this, and I did that, and you can't, and I can't, and blah, blah, all this shit. And then come to figure out eventually it's all these voices in his head. He was struggling with basically like the party side of him, the psycho CEO, this rager, this fucking drug infested guy. Great fucking album. Great album. And once you figure that out, that concept of 2093 representing sobriety and trying to get there and all that other shit, it's pretty fascinating. And so I'm struggling with this album so far because I want to believe that Eminem is also struggling with this addiction to being fucking offensive. This whole little skit here, it's Eminem and Slim Shady. We're talking about the death of Slim Shady. Slim Shady's pissed off. You know, I made you. You were nothing. How many times you tried to kill me? I always come back. You can't outgrow me. You can't outthink me. Which is why I went on my little tangent about 2093. So I want to believe him. I want to believe that he's struggling with this. But at the same time, it's like I was saying earlier, you can't say, I'm just fucking around, I'm just kidding, don't take me seriously, while also doing everything you can to be offensive. To me, it just doesn't work. So that's where I'm at right now. I guess there's no real point to that little tangent other than to say, struggling with this album in the sense of wanting to believe him, but not believing him, I suppose. This little line about, there's so much bloodshed when he bled from his head gash. I'm kind of like a bookworm because I ain't stopping until everything gets read. Okay, fun little fucking wordplay there. Honestly, there is tons of fucking wordplay in this album. Too much for me. I would spend 4 fucking hours doing this reaction if I went through everything. You know, I feel like everyone would get pissed off at this line. Like, holy shit, Kate Jenner just told me this shit, you know, knock this shit off and get off her dick. At least he's using the right pronoun there, right? I don't think he'll get credit for that. I don't think people will care. Oh my God, dude. This is interesting. Let's see. It does get more palatable as it goes on. Okay. Yeah, I'm just playing Bob. You know I love you, M sometimes, right. Huh. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's see. We're on to track 7, which is called Lucifer. So far, what's my current impression so far? I don't know. I guess the jury's still out. And it's way too early to talk about an album when there's 19 tracks. We're only through 6 of them, and a couple have been skits. Let's keep going. This one's featuring Sly Piper, who I'm not familiar with. Dre's producing, Thomas Chevelle, Sly Piper, Louis Resto, Andreas Holton, Hans Van Herman. I don't know. Most of these guys I don't know. Dre I'm familiar with, obviously. All right, here we go. Dropping into track 7. Did it actually start playing? Track 7, Lucifer.
The coup de grace is the final shot, right between the eyes, also known as the kill shot.
It feels so good to be.
Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna start. Yes, I got
Cool
it.
beat.
Before I get banned, kicked off Twitter and TikTok, cause they so damn ticked off bitter. They want me to bounce like a fabric softener.
We just got rid of
Diego kick rocks with it. But Dre on beats with the white bass, Blondie on the mic is like having Steady B and Cool C in the ride. Like we rapped and did a little bank robbery on the side. So they want beef, we can make like Bonnie and Collide. Haters can meet the same exact fate as my dad. Wait, at least he didn't miss me graduate. Yeah, great. But mom, do I still act 8? Maybe a little Debbie, like a snack cake.
Okay.
This is what he do to his
Okay.
mom. Imagine what he do to you. I'm a lunatic armed, and if it's you I used to clip on, for you to respond is ludicrous. Ma, look at what you to respond.
Must be a cold day in hell. Tell me what have we
I like the
done?
beat.
Take me out my misery, about heaven when it was up for sale.
Plays the music, it's lunacy. Treat the beat like a choice. Shady, choose it.
Now all I see is dollar
I like
signs,
that
bruises.
hit right there.
Bitch, I was in them trenches like them Columbine shooters. I was
Jesus
down bad,
Christ,
broken,
this
almost
guy
abandoned hope.
is crazy.
Now my followers are like a satanic cult. Yeah, they listen to me like when Manson spoke.
This
They say I
fucking
don't
line. That
struggle.
fucking line is ridiculous. I was in them trenches like Columbine shooters. That is fucking like they're wearing trench coats. Oh my God, dude, this guy. Jesus. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus. I said the pause to be outraged, right? This is fucking crazy. Crazy. And I think, honestly, for me personally, it's a turnoff. Like, I can listen to something that's shocking and go, oh my God, this is crazy. But after, you know, a couple listens, okay, like, I want something that's got, like, meat to it. Something that makes me think. This doesn't make me think. This just makes me go, fuck, I gotta, like, turn this down so I don't get caught. Right? Like, anyway, there you go. Let's keep rolling.
Call a grand wizard clan, that's a grand dragon. I like the national anthem. I won't stand for the tramp, but I can't diss it, cause my plans are to get in her pants, and I'll blow my chance if I answer back to her. My shit is like taking Deborah Mathers at her word. Yeah, I'm not absurd. We had a spat, then afterwards we squashed the beef like a hamburger patty. Or shit, I say gigantic turd, cause I put that shit to bed like Amber Heard at a mattress firm. But if this is what he do to his mom, imagine what he do to
Oh my God, man.
And if it's you, I used to click on. For you to respond is ludicrous. Ma, look at what you to respond. Lucifer.
I like the beat. I like the beat quite a bit. Molly, that's a great comment.
So whether you friend or you are foe, far as bars go, even fucking retards know that as far as smoke with me, I don't think it'd be smart. So might as well go looking for smoke with Lamar, bro. But Marshall, so what? So first I must weave rhymes, yeah. So seamlessly, then I'ma leave eyes in a state of disbelief. My genius is a trait, so the gaps in our genes, right? The gap. At least that's what
Fucking,
it seems like.
some of these lines are cheesy as fuck, too, man.
The Antichrist.
Like, it is funny how he can say the most shocking shit and also the most cheesiest shit. So the gaps in our genes, right? Haha, the gap. Fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Man, Jesus Christ. And like, I almost wonder if that's also the point. Like, I'm just saying just the craziest shit you've ever heard and also the cheesiest shit you've ever heard. I want to read your comment because that shit was fucking hilarious to me, dude. Don't worry, Bob. It's a concept album. All the songs are cringe and suck, but that's the point. Trust me. That shit's funny. How are we feeling? Oh, I was pretty nervous before starting this. I was like, God, I don't know how this is going to go. And honestly, it's going as I did not expect, which is I was just nervous, basically. I felt like I was doing a hip hop album for the first time. Like, I remember when I did Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler the Creator. That was the first full album reaction I did, and I had that, for those of you who saw it, I had that big beer, and I had the beer because I was so fucking nervous about, you know, it's one thing to listen to a song, okay, cool, but what if you listen to an album and the album's not that great? That's fucking nerve-wracking, right? Anyway, so there are things that Eminem does that I don't like. And I'm gonna, before I describe it, I'm gonna toss out an olive branch to the Eminem fans, okay? Because one of my favorite bands is Tool. I think a lot of you guys know that. Tool has a singer, Maynard, and he sings for Tool, he sings for A Perfect Circle, and he sings for Lucifer. And I won't get into all the details and all, like the lore, basically, right? But one of the things that annoys me about him is he loves to complain about Jesus. And there's a whole fucking reason for that, because his mom was in a wheelchair forever, and she was very devout and all sorts of stuff. But basically, it's like there's so many songs where he's whining about Jesus, basically. And I'm like, God damn, dude, just get over it. Let it go, you know? So Eminem, for me, kind of does the same thing. Like when he's talking about his mom all the time, fucking Christopher Reeve. Jesus Christ. But like, let it go. Fucking let it go. And I think, too, a lot of the describing the violence and shit, you know, the knife attacks or like whatever, like earlier he was talking about beating somebody to death with a tape deck and shit. Like, I feel like it's a shtick. And for me, when somebody has a shtick and they keep doing it, I get bored with it. It's not compelling to me. It doesn't engage me because I'm just like, oh, we're doing this joke again? Oh, because the more you do the same joke, the less it works, you know? The core of humor is surprise. And if you surprise me with the same thing every time, I don't laugh anymore. Another thing I don't like is... shit, where was it? I lost it. He was complaining about, you know, getting silenced, getting canceled, and all this other shit. And I feel like, oh, right here. You know? when you reach these heights, freedom of speech dies. With every line that I recite, the PC police try to throw me in jail with no bail, like a peace prize, and all this other shit. If your whole thing is to go out and say offensive, crazy shit for the sake of being offensive, you can't turn around and get pissed off about people getting pissed off about what you're saying to piss them off. That's dumb. That's dumb. And this whole fucking freedom of speech thing that I can't stand is, I should be able to say whatever I want. You can. And everyone else is free to say whatever they want about what you fucking said. That's freedom of speech. Everyone gets to have their opinion and say what they think. So if you say something that everyone else thinks is dumb, they get to say you're dumb for saying that. That's how that fucking works. That's freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is not, I can say whatever I want and no one gets to be mad about it. No, that's not freedom of speech. That's not how that fucking works at all. Now, on the other side of that coin, people who say, you can't listen to so-and-so. They're terrible, awful people. You cannot listen to them. I disagree with that as well. No, fuck that. Listening to someone does not mean you believe them. Listening to someone does not mean you agree with them. Listening to someone does not mean what they are saying is now true. None of those things are true. If you listen to someone, you're just listening, you're taking in that information, you're doing with it what you will, and hopefully it's in a constructive way, and then you're moving on with your life. Listening is not fucking endorsing or following or all that kind of shit, you know? Anyway, Bob is a visionary. I hope I'm not ranting too hard about it, but it pisses me off. These people, they take these things, and I feel like there's so many just bad actors, bad faith arguments being made about free speech and listening to people who are problematic. No. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to listen to this album. So far, I'm not terribly impressed. Who knows how I feel at the end of it. You know what I'm going to do afterwards? The same fucking thing I do every day. like Eminem is not going to fucking brainwash me into believing anything new. Okay? That's how that works. Anyway. All right. When the Eminem stands come for you, I'll stand by your side. I appreciate it, Swalek. I appreciate it. So how do I feel about this song? I enjoyed the beat. I apologize. I'm really not like tearing into the lyrics, which is something I normally do. You know, I usually really get into the lyrics. I'm hesitant to do so because there's a lot of wordplay. I will say this about Eminem. I do like the vocabulary. He uses a lot of different words. He's got a lot of wordplay. He's got a lot of funny shit. Like, I put that shit to bed like Amber Heard at a mattress firm. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. Oh God. I don't know. It's tough because I like the beat, but lyrically I'm like, I don't know. Like, how many times are you gonna talk about your fucking mom, bro? Maybe little Debbie like a snack cake. Jesus Christ. Let's move on. Can you guys see me blushing right now? I'm fucking blushing. This is insane. The next track's called Antichrist. Awesome. Fucking cool, man. I'm sure this will be very low-key, even-keeled. It's featured Bizarre, producers Eminem, Louis Resto, and Foul Mouth. Let's drop into track 8, Antichrist.
He's the Antichrist.
Oh, God, here we go.
The devil came to Michigan.
Devil came to Michigan. Is that kind of like a little nod to Devil Went Down to Georgia?
Gen Z, here they come now. About to unload rounds. Pronouns got me like, whoa, now. Homie, let's slow down. No need to get so wound. Ready to throw down. If I mispronounce, whoops. Oh, wow. Got heterosexuals cramming them down our throats now. Like I'm getting snow plucked. My humor's too low.
Get over it, man. Goddamn.
You about to get grossed out. But fuck it though, somebody needs to come and hit the reset button. Back to 2003, cause how did we get stuck in this woke BS? I'm trying to make it regress. Fuck them and I don't regret nothing. It's about to be said. So fuck it, we can keep head button.
Still a grade A prick, but the same way.
Cobain
put the gaze to his brain. I'm going out with the bang.
Fucking God, this guy.
Dang, Dre, look what you made me do. Maybe you the one they should blame.
But if you wonder why is Mars considered the harshest spitter, cause I just
I like the beat. I love this
between
beat.
Nas and Jizza, Biggie Smalls and RZA. So hard, Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj or Scissor. Cut it out.
fucking
Still the
insane.
press is wet dream. Too many head drinks, my head things foul, upset things when jesting. They should arrest me for my testes. The biggest in the southwest, east, north won't catch me.
I'm in the thoughts creep in my head and it's not me. They brainwash me and that's all she wrote. Yeah, that's why they call me.
I'm so lost too. What the fuck?
He's the Antichrist. He will slice and dice.
Horsemen, women, and children.
So, who is? I know I'm kind of aware of Slim Shady. I mean, that's the core character. How does Marshall fit into all this? What is? He's the Antichrist. Maybe I can just click this annotation while you guys are typing little responses. Oh, the Antichrist is a figure of Christian belief. Yeah, I understand that. Since this album is the death of Slim Shady, the Antichrist is present before the end and at the death of Slim Shady. Marshall is Eminem himself. Okay. Manaminute says the Cosby line is slept on. Where was the Cosby line? I fucking missed it. Like, it's so hard to pay attention because he goes so fast. And then every now and then he'll crack off a line. It's like, God damn, dude. Still the grade A prick. Bet the same way Cobain put the gauge to his brain. I'm going to go out with a bang. God damn, dude. Like, this is a 50-year-old man writing this shit down. Yo, earlier I was saying I'm having a hard time believing him. I think I do believe him now. He is fucked up. I believe it. He's fucked up. Don't want to see me going off the deep end like, yay, eh? And then this fucking line about, because I can spit a bar like it's a cross between Nas, Jizza, Biggie Smalls, and RZA. So hard, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj will scissor. Jesus Christ, dude. Too many head shrinks. My head thinks foul. I've said things when jesting. They should arrest me for my testis. I don't know what that means. The biggest in the Southwest, East, North, and catch me. Things like this made Tom McDonald look like a saint. Wasp, genocide. So, yeah, lyrical content is getting a little repetitive. Well, you say repetitive as fuck. Like, it's one thing if you're frustrated with pronouns and stuff. I don't need to hear it in 3 different tracks. I think this is the 3rd time now in 8 songs we've addressed pronouns. Fucking get over it, man. Like, that's the shit that turns me off. Like, it's not like somebody can't have something that they're focused on and you want to address something. Okay, address it. I don't need to hear it multiple times in an album. Anyway. Like I'm getting... This shit's crazy. Okay, let's just keep going. I don't even know what to fucking think right now. I'm so confused.
Who else is as pitiless, actually witty and crass, hideous, ghastly, and insidious? Ask me, or spitting is nasty. Next idiot asked me, is getting his ass beat worse than Diddy did. But on the
I wonder what sense
room with his fucking dildo. He tried to field goal punish, she said to chill. No. Now put it back in my ass to get the steel toe.
But fuck the back and the forth until I'm dead and rotting. Head is probably whacked in its warp like Jack of Bork performing sexual acts with a corpse. If they don't like it like a necrophiliac in a morgue, fuck everybody.
This
I
is
don't
fucking
appeal to you.
wild.
You was one of them children whose parents fed every meal to you on a platter and silver spoon. I am a product of what Farina and potted milk could do to your drive when them rappers like Jada bring out the will in you. Cause now my shit slaps harder than Willa do. Word the gorilla glue. I don't need sticky fingers to still on you. Lyrical killer who punish you every syllable son in you. Your hides I tandem like bicycles built for two. Sticking a clip in the ooze that I've been itching to use. Looking like Nicholas Cruz. My trigger's happy. It's tickle true. Travis pickle him too.
This is too fast.
Go sideways like you're tipping up a new bitch. I'm sick as the food. How the fuck are you gonna fit in my shoes? Look at my views.
This gets into the Morse code thing I was talking about before, and I don't like it where it's this because his vocals flatten out, and this is something I've noticed with hip hop and discussion and flow. People don't, I guess for a lot of people, they don't like it fast. I don't really mind fast. That isn't my problem. What I don't like is when the vocals flatten out and it's just the same sound. I don't like that. And I think that's a product, like a byproduct of going fast. Because the faster you go, the less room, the less time you have to shape your voice. You do different things with your voice. You know? I've been waiting for the Will Slap line to happen. Please. So when he speeds up like this, he drops in, I'm just going to call it his Morse code flow. I don't like it because his vocals flatten out. I like it when he slows down and he's putting emphasis and a little bit of pop and things like that. And let me back up just a little bit.
Dance with the devil. You wanna dance with the devil? Dance with the devil. Dance with the devil. You wanna? I ain't going nowhere. It's about to get scary. Bizarre. Still here. It's about to get dark. Guess who's back? Straight out the gutter. Me. With a dirty rubber, plus my homeless mother. Where Bruce Jenner at? I wanna fuck that hoe. Where's Megan Thee Stallion at? I wanna suck that toe. 20 years in, shit, I'm past addiction. I'm at CVS, trying to find my past prescription. My dad didn't listen. I passed the mission. Fucking a tranny on IG Live was a bad decision. My rent due. My girl needed an abortion.
So at a loss.
Sell them Eminem Jordans.
So at a loss.
Ass, butt naked, all ass. Trying to get on Haley J's podcast. Why not?
Okay, I don't know what the fuck to make of the end there. I forget who said it, but the lyrical repetitiveness, right? Again, we're talking about, you take my lyrics too literal, you can all suck my dick. And it's like, I feel like we've ever heard that. And I don't want to harp on that too much because there's been albums before. This is something I get a little, sometimes I get a little bored with the trap. Sometimes I get a little bored with the gangster rap because lyrically, some albums, not all albums, some albums kind of fall into these like almost like tropes. Now, I'm less critical about that. I try to be less critical about that when it comes to the gangster rap. The albums where the guys are talking about their lives. Okay, if you're talking about your lives and this is the shit that you're going through and it's in like just something that's always in your face, I get that. But oh no, people don't like my lyrics. Yeah, but you know that, man. You're like, you do it on purpose, man. Anyway. Ha. I don't have any hearts yet, I don't think. Although I haven't really been paying attention. I've been so fucking off kilter this whole time that I haven't put anything next to anything. He's been going off about people not liking his stuff since Kamikaze. Yeah, Hypno Pain. Hey, when you think my music bad, you're just a sensitive loser. It comes across that way. It comes across that way. Like, I would much rather Eminem, for this album, if the concept is trying to battle this being addicted to offensiveness, okay, whatever. But I would just much rather, you don't even mention it, the fact that nobody likes it. Like, people get pissed off. Just fucking own it. I mean, really, you could take this thing, and I know Slim Shady is like a persona or whatever, or, alter ego, whatever you want to call it. Then fucking, 100% it. Don't, do it, and then, oh, now I'm not going to do it. I'm going to complain about people being upset about this persona, and then I'm going to go back to the persona, and then, oh, I'm going to go back to complaining about people complaining about my persona. Just fucking be the persona. Stop being you. Just do it, and don't fucking worry about it. Especially since you also like to say how much you don't give a fuck. Then stop giving a fuck, Anyway, there you go. He should have just rapped about Biden and white people. I will say this. I am having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I hope you're enjoying this. This is fun. Everyone's saying Fuel is their next one. He should have just called Drake a PDF file. Yeah. And that's something else, like with Kendrick. God damn, dude. I get it. He's not like you. I was going to make a joke about I don't know if I'm going to do the reaction to the album, but it's like, God, we had the song and then we had the live show where he did it 5 times in a row. And now we've got the music video, and next will be the 3-part miniseries. And then he's going to do a 20-episode, hour each dissect podcast talking about how much Drake is like Jesus Christ, Kendrick, fucking let it go. I get it. I get it. Enjoy the reaction, not enjoying the music. Fair enough. Yeah, miniseries, documentary. Yeah, it's just like, God damn. The people who are saying Kendrick is milking it. Yeah, I think so. Although I don't think it's necessarily him trying to milk something. I think he's trying to literally end Drake's career. Why would you want to let that go? Yeah, no. when Kendrick was a kid, he watched Return of the Jedi, and he saw the Emperor go, "Let the hate flow through you," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna remember that shit." Oh fuck. Okay, we got a first time chat from Exploration. I think if he feels like he had nothing to write about. Oh, interesting. Listening to this album reminded me of Andre 3K talking about how he doesn't release music because he doesn't have shit to talk about. You know, that's kind of a fair point. You know, if a lot of your identity is wrapped up in being offensive, and then the next subsection of your identity is about talking back to the people who are complaining about you being offensive, if you remove those things, what do you have left? Oh, fuck, I don't know. And I think, honestly, that we're kind of stumbling onto a really good point, in my opinion, of, as far as I understand, again, I'm not an Eminem expert, but as far as I understand, that's essentially been his career for the most part, is just being this edgy rapper and saying all these crazy things. And so if you build a career on that kind of foundation, that is the foundation, and then you can't really remove it, you know? Anyway, all right, everyone's saying the next song is actually good. Fuel. Track 9 is called Fuel. It's featuring Jid, who I fucking love. Love. Jid. Jid is top notch, in my opinion. Producers are Danon, Tiba, Eminem, Louis Resto. I think Louis has been on this album almost all the way through. Let's drop in track 9, Fuel.
Smoking trees, I'm riding around. Come to my side of town. Lately it's been going. All of my niggas gon' ride with it in the pocket, the rocket like killing mom. I'ma tell you the powers in the tongue, but it probably ain't powerful as a gun. All of you little cowards get devoured. I'm giving out flowers to anyone. I ain't been out the house in a minute, cause I ain't with it if the money is miniature. I've been minding my business, I'm business minding. I've been spending some time with the minister, cause them niggas spinning shit and still sinning in the city of God and the sinister. Try to pray and repent in a synagogue or a mosque, a temple, a church. Them brown skin cinnamon niggas hurting and murders a common courtesy for certainly. RPP on the shirt, search, lurk,
Nice. I like that.
My nigga doing 4+8 without a court date. Talked the other day, he say he doing okay. He good, he gaining weight, then got a sharp shank he made. He say they play, they gotta partake. Homie got a heart full of hate and a face full of war paint. Eyes all red, full of rage, and it's hard to escape from a dark place. East side niggas from the A, niggas all ages. Tryna sell a pound of the dog cage. All the OGs round town was all age. Danger, sex, and drugs, X and all rated.
God damn, dude. That verse right there was basically everything that I love about Jid. I feel vocally he is so versatile. And I love how he speeds up, slows down, spits it out, and then hammers something. It's just fucking phenomenal, man. I love it. I love Jid. Jid doesn't miss. Except for that song you did. That was great. Let's keep going. Let's keep that in mind, and then we'll listen to Eminem, and we'll do a comparison. All right, let's keep going.
Used to be 8 tall, then I grew a little each day till I became God like James Todd. Now your arms are too short to be K-Bro. Indeed, they small like DJ Paul. My new Benz better than
this is a great track.
Suck my balls. You either smoke crack or you're playing stickball in the street, cause you must be on base if you're thinking you could touch my car. But if the whole world was out to get you, it'd turn you to a powder keg too. Cal Rittenhouse spitting rounds to take shoots like, and that ain't no sound effect. Neither was that 6 hour let's loose. I don't condone gun violence at schools, but I can't get these voices out my head. They're putting words in my mouth like alphabet soup. The most content on the continent.
That was pretty good.
Give me confidence across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant that conflicts are consequence of accomplishments accomplished through competition. I've conquered and conked him into unconsciousness. No conscious, I conjure this King Kong and just call me kamikaze. I'm concocting this. But nobody 16s are touching these. My fucking index fingers.
This is pretty good. This is pretty good in my opinion.
Got the toaster like an English muffin. No, I mean toaster like you drink or something. But it's in a holster. I proceed to bust it. Fuck around and get popped like a Nina Hutchins. Like I'm Alec Baldwin. What I mean, fucking you down.
Jesus Christ, dude.
The fucking eyes shoot them all in. If you think you're fucking with me, you're gonna suffer the fucking repercussions. The reapers coming to heed, and I'm heed the crumbly. I keep replenishing fuel while the beat I'm punishing you.
Yeah, that was fucking fire. That was good. I like that. That's a great track. That one gets a heart. So I'll say this. I'm biased toward Jid. Okay, so I think the Eminem fans and the Jid fans can come together on this one and go, look, in my opinion, if you're an Eminem fan, in my opinion, this is Eminem at his best. He wasn't going too fast. He changed it up. And he's doing everything that he does well here. I prefer Jid's verse because I'm more of a Jid fan than an Eminem fan. But I bet the Eminem fans can listen to this and go, you know what, Jid fucking crushed it. But I liked Eminem's verse more because Eminem was doing what he does really well. So really what we have here is two artists doing what they do very well on a fire fucking beat. So this is a win. Everybody wins right here. Jid watched him, no debate. Oh my God, dude. You guys, you not understand what I'm saying. I feel, because I like Jid, that I like what Jid did. But if you're an Eminem, you guys have to put in the perspective of the fan of an Eminem fan. The fan of an Eminem. If you love Eminem and you listen to this verse, this is Eminem doing what he does very well. Now, if you don't like that, that's fine. If you think Jid is better than Eminem, that's also fine. All I'm saying is the Eminem fans are going to go, this is fucking amazing. Because Eminem crushed it right here, in my opinion. Now, if you don't like it lyrically or whatever, great. I get that. That's all I'm saying. They're both doing great. They're both doing great. This is a good song. This is a really good song. I gave that one a heart. Fuel's fucking fire. That was great. I liked both. I liked both what they did there. Let's look at Jid's lyrics a little bit. Mama told me the power was in the tongue, but probably ain't powerful as a gun. All you little cowards get devoured. I'm giving out flowers to anyone. And I like that right there because he's talking, you know, if you're comparing lyricalness to gun violence, he's going to kill everybody lyrically. So I've been minding my business. I'm business minded. I've been spending time with the minister because some people spinning shit and still sitting in the city of God, and it's sinister. Try to pray, repent in a synagogue, mosque, temple, church. I have to be careful because there was a video I did where I accidentally said the N word because I was reading, what video was it? It was an Additional Thoughts video. And I was talking about all the different tracks I liked. And I was just reading down the track list and then fucking boom. Oh shit. And I literally had to edit it out because I stopped myself like 90% of the way through. You're already there, bro. You're already there. You've already said it. So I was like, oh shit. I can't believe I still remember the first time I said it when I was in the car by myself and how fucking shocked it was because I was listening to 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang. Shame Anna for trying to play a game, Anna. And it was in the morning and it was early and I was pumping it up and it just flew out. I was like, oh my God. Oh shit. Holy shit. Wu-Tang getting me way too fired up this morning. Way too fired up. Anyway, it's a live stream, so I can't fucking make that mistake. No, sir. No, sir. I've totally lost my train of thought. What was this part? My friend's doing 4 + 8 without a court date. So 4 to 8, probably 4 to 8 years. Talked the other day. He says he's doing okay. He's good. He's gaining weight. Then he got a sharp shank. He said they got to partake. Homie got a heart full of hate and a face full of war paint. Eyes are all red, full of rage, and it's hard to escape from a dark place. Eastside people from the A, all ages, trying to sell a pound on the dog cage, all the OGs. Dude, I want to listen to Jid's verse again already because I love how he fluctuates his flow. And I love how he fluctuates his vocals, the sound of his vocals. Jid is fucking fantastic. Him and Metro, I guess, have an album coming. Fuck, I cannot wait for that album. That's going to be amazing. It's time to start reacting to Tom McDonald. Probably not. I did actually do a reaction to... I recorded a reaction to the Tom McDonald Ben Shapiro track. I recorded it. And I fucking hated it so much. I deleted the reaction. I didn't post it. I deleted it. And the reason why was because... like, I'm a person who... My goal is to try and bring something positive. I want to bring something positive, healthy. And I was thinking to myself, if I post this, all I'm doing is fueling to the toxicity that's flying around all this bullshit. So I was like, no. So I deleted it. I didn't post it. Yeah. I actually did that. It's gone. It's not going to be on Patreon. It's gone. I deleted it. It's been, I mean, that happened shortly after the song came out, but I hated it. I hated that song. Anyway. Let's look at, do I want to look at Eminem lyrics? You know, this is something where I get a little bored, but letting us text Bray from the day that I met Dre. It's like, yeah, I know. You and Dre are friends, and you talk about machine guns and stuff sometimes. I'm like an R-A-P-E-R. Wait, did he just spell rapper and leave out the P, did he? Yeah. Rest in peace, Biggie and Pac. Both of y'all should be living. But I ain't trying to beef with him. Because he might put it... Who's him in that one? Keef D was a Southside Cop been charged with Tupac's murder. Okay. Okay. That's the only way you're going to be killing me. Ain't going to be on no beat, silly. I beat the beat, silly. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. I don't know. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Eminem, but I feel like he did a great job on this verse in terms of what he does. The Kyle Rittenhouse thing. God damn, dude. I think really, too, that's another turnoff for me with the album in general so far is there's all these things that are like culture war, online, like topical, and I don't like that. I purposely go out of my way to avoid that shit. Like I was talking about earlier, you can't, there's so many negative things out there, especially in entertainment. Why would you spend time focusing on the things that you hate? So I don't like even being reminded of all the shit people are arguing about online, Oh, P Diddy. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, let's keep going. Fuel was good. Track 10 is called Road Rage. Producers are Dr. Dre, Dim Joints, Brandon Thomas, DJ T. Gray, Louis Resto. Here we go, dropping in track 10, Road Rage.
This rap shit divided by panty lines. Which side are you on? Pussy. Social media got you fucking in pantomime. Damn, why that line so long? Rookie. I'm just caught up in the rapture trying to be a rap star. I hope I make it out alive. I'm a master at masquerading and acting like I ain't faded. Only I can see through my disguise.
I walk around more confused than my aunt Linda's man friend, a black transgender clan member who's a Caitlyn Jenner fan in a member
like
of
again, we're talking about this shit again.
In the band, in an apartment while I'm dancing around all these names and labels that I can't remember. What the fuck? Rise now, my antennas are up on this PC shit. I'm finna go out on my shield of Captain America, transcender.
Give me a road rage reason to black the fuck out the road what they eat. Road rage,
this is kind of garbage.
How could I say some shit so mean? They're trying to make my mouth close like it's clothing. It's making blood pressure rise as it starts increasing. All that starch and grease and clogged arteries. And these are the reasons for your heart disease. And can't tie your shoes, it's too hard to reach them.
So like with this right here, like, okay, I don't necessarily disagree with what he's saying in terms of, like, I also don't like the idea of, hey, instead of telling people to take care of themselves, we have to accept their bodies. But, like, I feel like this is a bad faith argument. Because when I try and pay attention to some of this shit, when I try and, like, take in different points of view, it's not so much about, well, I mean, there are some people who say, oh, I feel beautiful and I feel this way, so I should be seen as healthy. And that's just not true. But it's more, the idea is more of allowing people to be comfortable in their body. Because there's a lot of people out there who probably are healthy, probably are in decent shape, and they still look at themselves and they still see all their flaws and they still see all that's wrong with them. And a lot of it is because of like marketing and advertising and all these fucking, God, now with social media influencers and all these different beauty standards. The idea really is to, let's get rid of some of these beauty standards so people can just live their life and actually feel like a decent looking person, Now, not everybody's good looking, of course, obviously. But then, like, why? I think the biggest problem I have is much like you can't go, it's just a prank, bro, while you hit him in the head with a brick. Like I was saying earlier, it's just a prank. You can't go around talking about how much you don't give a fuck and then turn around and bitch about things like this. Because you already said you don't give a fuck. So if you don't give a fuck, why are you putting any kind of time and energy and focus into complaining about the thing? Because you don't give a fuck, right? Like, I disagree with the people who are like, oh yeah, I'm 400 pounds and I'm healthy and that's fine. I don't need to exercise. I just go, you're wrong. You're probably going to die of fucking heart attack or something. Like, no, you're wrong. I do what I can to try and take care of my body, because if you don't, you're going to die. That's just fucking, there's no way around that shit. We're all going to die anyway. But if you have a poor lifestyle, it's not going to help. But if you don't care, you don't give a fuck, wouldn't your natural response be, oh, good, they'll just die then, instead of focusing on it in your song? And it's like, I don't know. God, dude. I don't hate him. I hate his music. Yeah. Because the reason I'm going on this little rant is because I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I feel like I'm listening to Twitter now. Twitter is now in the album. I don't want to listen to Twitter or listen to Reddit or listen to these places where people just bitch and complain about these things. Like I was saying at the beginning of the album, there's so much negativity out there, just turn it off. This makes me want to turn it off. I don't want to hear this. I don't fucking care about this, basically. Lyrics and flow sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get through this.
The way things been with today's thinking, we should be them instead of shaming them, but enabling can do more harm than good. So call me Abe Lincoln, cause I'll be honest, I can flip and they blink in. All I need is one little road rage reason.
You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh my God.
You're never gonna be
Okay, we're gonna get into transgender rights. Here we go, everybody. You excited? I'm fucking excited.
Yeah, transgender rights. Where do I stand? Oh, I'm all for 'em. I really am pro. But in accord with you, what I have? No, nope. I'm just being honest. Yeah. Nah, I'm an asshole. Call me a transphobe. Yeah. Cause I just can't go and try and pretend you was never a man though. Sorry, I mean damn, bro. Yeah. Just the way I feel. But if I say it will, it get me canceled. Hat the low brim. I'm in the blue corner. My trunks with the gold trim. They bet that I won't win. Guess you really showed them. Became the best animated, like Adult Swim. Yeah, but you pick on handicapped people with no limbs. Well, then fuck you, Chris Reeves, and the horse that he rode in, bitch.
The fucking Chris Reeves thing again, man. Oh my God. Like, it's just something else that's adding to this song. This is right after Fuel. Fuel was good. Fuel was good. And then we go into this, and it's like, do people really want to hear Eminem complain? Like, is that something people want? Is that maybe, I don't know, maybe they feel, maybe there's an association, like maybe it's like the Trump thing where Trump is finally saying those things that he should, you know, we've all been thinking it, but now he's finally saying it. Maybe that's the association that people have. Like, yeah, fucking transgender. I don't know. This does fucking nothing for me. That's like one of the worst songs I've ever heard, honestly. Even just from like a musical point of view, there was like that chorus was pretty bad. Pretty bad. And again, like I was saying with earlier with one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite singers, Maynard, it's like, stop fucking whining about Jesus. Please. Although I think I'm being a little unfair. He doesn't, it's not like it's every goddamn song. Like, but this, Jesus Christ. There's nothing else. I think another thing that bothers me too is if you've been around for so long, you're so successful, you've got all these fans, there's really nothing else you have to say? Really? Really? You've got millions of dollars and mansions and you can go do anything with your life. You could retire now and literally just go do anything you want for the rest of your life. And instead you're going to hit the booth and complain about fat people and transgender people. That's just sad to me, man. It's just sad to me. Fuck. Like, I need 1% of the amount of money Eminem has to go live my fucking life. Like, if I ever, you guys will know, if I ever hit the lottery or something like that, you'll know, because you'll never see me again. Because I'll be out in the desert riding my dirt bike every day. I'll get up in the morning, it's nice and cool, ride my bike, come home, take a shower, have some breakfast, maybe do a little bit of weights, play some video games, get in the hot tub. That's my life when I'm fucking rich and retired. That's my life. I'm not gonna fucking do this shit. And doesn't it just get old after a while? Doesn't it get old? I don't know. Should have followed the Andre 3000 route and started playing the flute. I don't know. Let's move on. Next one's Houdini. I've heard this before. I enjoyed Houdini. I enjoyed the video. I thought the video was fun. It was entertaining. It was silly. Classic Eminem. I didn't really follow the lyrics though, so maybe this time I can catch some lyrics. Here's track 11, Houdini.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck.
Good fucking luck. Makes a lot more sense now. Oh shit.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
I do enjoy the beat to this. This feels like classic fucking around Eminem.
Little baby devil with the forked tongue, and it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the flex perks and a Bud Light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician, y'all light work. And I don't got a play for
Electrician, y'all light work. Yeah, okay.
If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out.
So this is what sucks. Now, when this song came out as a single, I enjoyed it. I thought it was silly. It was funny. It's Eminem talking his shit, doing his thing, whatever, right? Like, no big deal. And I remember saying at the end of the reaction, people who are upset about it, they're taking Eminem way too seriously. It's not a big deal. And it's not a big deal. But now, right now, track 11 of what we've already heard. We're talking about the world's turning to the Girl Scouts. Said shit like this is the fourth or fifth time we're hearing him say the same fucking thing, man. And so to me, I'm completely bored at this point. Even though I enjoy this song, I think it's a good song. It's a catchy song. It's fun to listen to. Like it's got all the things that you need to enjoy a song. At this point in the album, I'm already tired of him fucking talking about it because we've already said it multiple times. You know. Anyway, there you go. It's very repetitive, yeah. It's just what bums me out is I like it when artists evolve. I really like it when artists evolve. And it's a tough balance because if you're an artist and you come up big and you make it doing a certain thing, some artists get trapped in these boxes. It's like, I feel as a person I am growing and changing, so I want to go in a different direction, but my fan base doesn't like it. They think it's ass, whatever, right? I always want to see an artist take a risk because to me, the best music I've heard, it feels like it comes from a place of risk taking where they thought, shit, no one's going to like this. Fuck it, let's do it anyway. And then it just blows. The fucking Metallica song, Nothing Else Matters. They almost didn't put it on the album, on the Black Album. They almost didn't do it. They thought, it's way different. No one's going to like it. Literally one of their most famous songs, So, like, this shit, man, it's like, goddamn, I don't know. Second half might be worse than the first. Well, we'll hate listen if it gets to that point. I'm trying to be open about it, but at this point, it's like you're just saying the same fucking thing. And another thing too, and I feel like a flaw of like the shock angle, edgelord stuff. You hit me with all these things, and like, yeah, it's crazy, yeah, it's funny. Okay, yeah, oh, okay. Again, it's the same joke. So even if he's clever about how he's saying it, the fact that he's saying the same thing again, I go, oh, it's just a different way of saying the same joke. So it doesn't even hit as much anymore either, which is too bad. But the beat is cool. Let's keep going.
Oh my God, attention, not again.
See, I like how this sounds. It reminds me of old school Eminem. Just ridiculous. The music video is silly, ridiculous. This takes me back to classic Eminem.
Sometimes I wonder what the old me say.
If what?
But man, I'm just kind of bored with the lyrics. The content of the lyrics.
What's my name? What's my name?
If I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go
Talking about canceling again. It's just goddamn again, over and over again.
I'll probably get shit for that, but you can all suck my dick. In fact, fuck them, fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you. Fuck my own kids, they're brats.
I love that line. Fuck my own kids, they're brats.
two balls. Biggest root cause. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me. Caught sleeping, see the kidnapping. Never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Alright, now I'm about to show you something.
This is a great comment. I want to read it. It's a little immature of me because you shouldn't need validation for your own opinions. But Bob being a Kanye hater, Drake hater, and now Eminem hater feeds my soul. I don't hate Drake and I don't hate Kanye. I don't hate Eminem. I'm not enjoying the album, but I don't hate any of those guys. It's just honestly with Kanye's music, I love his music. And last night, for the first time in forever, I put it on, listened to some of my favorite songs, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna probably go back to Kanye here at some point. My issue with Kanye is his voice has been so associated with some of the crazy shit I've ever heard in my life. So it's almost like the real life version of this. Like imagine this wasn't an album, but this was Eminem at like a press conference. Or on Alex Jones saying this shit. Like, what? Let's keep going. Man, this is honestly, this is kind of bumming me out. This is kind of bumming me out a little bit. It's not a big deal. But, you know, initially when we started it, I was like, God, this is crazy. This is crazy. And it was crazy. It is crazy. But as we've gone on, I'm just like, oh, we're just gonna keep doing this same thing. And it makes me think of the metal that I'm not into, where it's just like, it reminds me of there's an aspect of metal I don't like where the vocalists are just because I can't understand a fuck what are you saying, right? And so lyrically I can't engage with the content, and the metal is just it's just ridiculous. And so I can listen to it for like 3 minutes and go, God damn, these guys are nuts. And then I'm like, all right, I'm bored. Oh, shit. All right, let's keep going though. But is this? So there were no lyrics up. There's a skit. Let's get through the breaking news skit here. But it wasn't on
music. Detroit
Genius.
rapper Eminem, in a stunning move, has released an album in which he is actually trying to cancel himself.
And are actually calling to boycott the rapper for songs that include insensitive comments about little people, people with mental disabilities, transgender rights, and the First Amendment.
You see, again, like, to me, you can't have it both ways, man. You can't intentionally say things that are offensive and then be all upset when people are offended about the things that you're saying that are offensive. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever. I don't want to harp on that. I've already harped on that for a while. This track is called Guilty Conscience 2. Producers are Fred Wreck, Dim Joints. Dim Joints sounds familiar. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Louis Resto. All right, here we go. Let's roll into Guilty Conscience 2, see how this plays out.
Well, we did it now.
I know, right? It's beautiful, ain't it?
Yeah, you happy now, bitch?
Yup.
Alright, you got what you wanted.
Yeah. What?
Let me go.
Never.
Why does it feel like I'm always being tortured? The bad apple spoils the whole orchard. Used to read comic books to learn more words, cause deep down I'm a dork, just the core nerd. Meaning nerd to the core, till I'm cornered. Then I'm the coroner. What shot is this? First, second?
It's your third.
Vision is more blurred, speech is more slurred. Can't even form words. It's like a dream up inside of a dream. I'm trapped in this worse than I could have imagined. It's madness. Can't wake up, try my damnedest, but old habits are coming back. And now transgenders attack us frontwards and backwards. They laugh and throw midgets at us.
This ain't no dream now, huh? See what I mean now? You see how they're trying to make me out to be some kind of mean, vile, obscene, foul prick? I kick one freestyle by beating down a special needs child, and these people freak out.
Told you we get slaughtered for saying retarded.
Aw, Marshall's getting the content.
Fuck
this
you.
may come as a shock. I have you astonished regardless. Here's the thing about retarded people.
What?
They don't fucking know they're retarded.
Well, okay, you want a fat shame, bitch. Two can play that game.
What?
You
I
want
like
to
the
judge
beat.
people.
I like the beat.
Matter of fact, ain't you the same one who hated bullies calling you bad names?
Yep.
Then you turn around and did the exact same.
So?
Just immature and literally you're still.
And look, something's actually happening lyrically here in the sense that there's some back and forth. There's some back and forth here. So let's I was going to complain about that earlier. Like, I feel like we've lost the concept of the album, but maybe we're actually getting into it a bit. So let's just listen and we'll see if we can pull something from it.
Oh, bitch, it's a joke. No, it's not. It's embarrassing. Why? Like David Carradine found with a pair of jeans at his ankles and belt around his larynx.
I know it's a scary scene. They're coming with everything. Little people are trolling me. They're saying they've had it up to here with me.
Oh, hilarity.
Come on.
Nah, do your thing. Fuck deaf people. Yeah.
Well, between me and you, I think they've had it up to here with me too.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm not perfect as you, Marshall.
Punching down on little people?
Yeah.
Not cool.
What?
You just sound like a dick.
Wait, nah, fool.
What?
When I say fuck midgets, I mean Ja Rule.
Oh.
And I know that Chris Reeves' song was recorded in 2004 for Encore.
Yeah?
Fuck you take it off for?
Cause he died.
Man, that motherfucker did that bullshit on purpose to ruin the song for us.
Man, I never seen a bigger pussy than you. Bitch, look at all the shit the media's putting me through.
What?
Cause of all the fuck shit that you pushed me to do.
Me?
Shoulda knew when I found you, you were just too good to be true. That's how we end up in these quagmires. You said you had my back, liar.
But I helped you get your stacks higher.
Yeah.
That's diamond sales like sapphires. You was a loner or nobody. Cause of me, you didn't take shit from nobody. Now look at you.
What?
Now you're just a punk,
Man.
little scaredy cat.
Word?
Got you shook like Shakira's ass.
Yeah.
So look at your reflection staring back. Bitch, it's just a mirror, relax.
Got you
Man,
shook
so
like
full of
Shakira's
shit.
ass.
You need Miralax. Open your mouth and shit flies out. Just lies. You thinking you can whip my ass, undo these zip ties. Now say you're sorry, and you didn't mean any of it.
I'm sorry, Marshall's a pussy. He's Dre and Jimmy's puppet. Sorry, he gives a fuck, but pretends he doesn't.
Alright, you piece of shit, that does it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
Bitch, this is for him.
What?
Christopher MGK, nicking for Limp Bizkit and them midgets and
Why is he
them.
talking about Limp
Zeno
Bizkit?
in addition to him, Will Smith in the cannabis. If you're listening, this is the end.
Okay,
So
I'll
to
stop.
Jamar and Ja Rule and to all my feuds, including mine,
What?
I'm welcoming you to my
No.
last hurrah. I bid you goodbye.
Come on, man, don't do
Murder,
this, but-
suicide, kill shot, booyaka, cocksucker, coup de grace, motherfucker.
Huh.
Whoa, what the fuck?
It's another dream. Okay.
Come on.
Yeah?
Paul, you're not gonna fucking believe this, bro. I had this dream, it was fucking crazy. It was like the old me came back on the new me and took over my brain and had me saying all this fucked up shit about little people and Caitlyn Jenner and PC police were chasing me and fucking Gen Z was trying to kill me and quadriplegics and Christopher Reeves and I was saying all this fucked up shit and I couldn't stop saying it and then I'd wake up and it was like I was still dreaming.
Fuck you.
Wait.
So there is, when it comes to like, I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle as a comedian. I think he's a great comedian. I think he's done a lot of great bits. I know people are upset with him. He's upset the gay community, the transgender community, and I don't pay a lot of attention to all this shit. It's just if I see something, okay, great, and if I don't, whatever. I don't seek this out. But I saw something once. It was Dave Chappelle. And he was doing this stand-up bit, and he was talking about the first time he met Jim Carrey, because he was a huge fan of Jim Carrey, and he wanted to meet Jim Carrey. But at that time, Jim Carrey was filming a movie. I don't remember what the movie was. It was some role where he was really getting into the role, and so Jim Carrey just decided, instead of like, I don't know if you call it method acting or what, but basically he stayed in character. So when Dave Chappelle met Jim Carrey, it was Jim Carrey as this character that he was in the movie for. And the whole story is he's relating this to transgender people and talking about how, so when he finally got to meet Jim Carrey, he met Jim Carrey while he was pretending to be this other guy. And I went, there it is. There's the crux of the problem. Dave Chappelle thinks transgender people are pretending. He thinks they're pretending. Now, there probably are some people who are doing certain things to gain more attention or maybe to fit in or who knows. But the core idea is that people who are transgender are pretending. I went, that's the problem. That's his hang up. He doesn't get it. And it kind of made me sad. With this, as we're going through all this shit, he's saying all this shit. There was a couple of lines in it, and now I gotta fucking find it. Basically, I feel like Eminem has this idea in his head that if you stop being offensive, if you actually take the time to maybe just be a little bit more considerate, a little bit more respectful, that you're somehow caving. You know, you see that in the news, right? Oh, so-and-so caved. They finally did the thing. They caved. They got... I remember that was one thing that pissed me off a couple years ago when Trump was president, and he was holding up some legislation, and everyone was all pissed off at him. You know, everyone's urging him, Mr. Trump, please, President, you gotta pass this legislation. You gotta do this thing. And he finally like did it, right? And then immediately, all the outlets were, Trump caves. And it's like, you guys, showing respect for people, showing some kindness, that doesn't make you a pussy. It doesn't mean you've caved and now your entire persona is destroyed. But as I was thinking about that, and we were talking earlier about, you know, if Eminem's entire career, if the foundation, and I'm saying if, because I don't know for certain, because I'm not an expert, but if it is this whole foundation of being shocking, being offensive, being an edgelord, doing all these crazy things to rile people up, if you do move away from that, maybe it does feel like caving. Maybe he has spent so much of his life, maybe, focusing on saying all this crazy shit, and if you don't say it, you're a pussy, and blah, blah, blah. Basically, this back and forth between Eminem and Slim Shady, it introduces this idea of, oh, fuck, if I don't say this, then I'm a pussy, and I'm caving in, and the people who hate me win. And No, it's... I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I I don't know. Oh, I'm okay, good. Sounds like what I'm saying makes sense. Proud of you, Bob. Thought you were gonna like it. Oh, that's fucking funny. That is funny. I like the idea that people are concerned that I would like the album. And oh shit! Oh no! We lost Bob. He likes it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's fucking funny. That is fucking funny. I think I shouldn't sit here and act like I'm, his fucking therapist. I don't want to like psychoanalyze or anything like this, but I wonder if this is like the pinch point. This is the crux of the whole thing. If Eminem just feels like, now, and let's zoom out. Let's just really zoom out. Imagine you're a person, maybe you just, for your whole life, you've had an issue with just having these crazy thoughts in your head, and you want to just say all this crazy shit, and you know you're not supposed to, but you struggle with that on a regular basis. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are like that. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. But then you apply that idea to Eminem, and you build a career on that. And then you build a fan base on that. And then if you back down, if you just go, you know what, you guys, I've decided I'm not going to do these things anymore. I'm going to tone it down. I'm going to be more respectful. I'm going to try and be more understanding about different people and their lives and their rights to be different people. And then your fan base goes, well, fuck you. What do you do? Maybe. And I don't know. I don't want to say anything about the fan base because I don't know anything about the Eminem fan base. But there's fear in that. Like you get locked into a certain thing. I remember having a conversation once with a YouTuber pretty big, Nick Is Not Green. He had like 700,000 something subscribers at the time. And he was talking about the feedback loop that YouTube is of you put out a video and immediately YouTube starts telling you, oh, it's great, or oh, it sucks. And you just immediately feel pushed in a certain direction. Because what do you want? You want your numbers to go up. You want more views. You want more subscribers. But if you do the thing that you're interested in, that you like, oh, no, that's bad. Bad. Anyway. I wonder if that's where Eminem is, though. To kind of wrap up my rambling. If he just feels like, if he's not being offensive, that he has lost. It's this culture war. And if you stop fighting on your side and relent and do what the other side is asking, you've now lost, right? But that's not fucking true. It's not true. It's sad. Just let people live, you know? Anyway, there's a long-ass rant right there. Long-ass rant. Looks like chat is, Bob, could you do live streams more often? I would like to, but it's just a time thing. It's challenging for me to find the time. Let's move on. There's a couple more songs left. This has been quite the experience. Bob Gaming Streams. The other day, I almost fired up Elden Ring. I've literally never, well, I have Elden Ring on PlayStation, and I've played for like an hour, and I was so lost and confused and died all the time. I was thinking, I'll do Elden Ring live streams, but the album turns here, down or up. I don't know. Let's move on. This is called Head Honcho. It's track 14. It's featuring Easy Mill. Producers are Jamil, I don't know how to pronounce that. Eminem and Louis Resto. Here we go. Track 14, Head Honcho.
Doing my best just to not blow my cover. No, it's all just a test, but I can't pass up this hunger. There's still a hole in my chest, and I'm trying to strap it with numbers. All you hoes got your checks, but I'm a queen when I run up. Cross a king with my hunters, shooting threes in abundance. Rookie G's acting thuggish, you pawns to me, shut the fuck up. Annihilation's what we love, steady hitting, getting dubs. Just wait till we get the guns out. 45 na kalibre o 9, ikaw na bahala sa dinami-rami mong mali. Utak mo lang may tama, sakitin mo mag-isip pare, laka malang nabanat, naglalim-laliman. Ang sarap mong ilublob sa dagat, di kailangan magpatunay sa sino man ang nakikinig. Di
pretty good fucking beat right here. Good vocal there too.
Or a villain, either way I'm the fucking head honcho. Money come from my flow, the clip of lead.
This is cool. I'm cool with this. It's alright.
Money come from my flow, clip of lead. Blind go then get the bread bronze. I got loose grips, two grip. That's the shit I'm smooth with. I'm the new kid that these fathers can't fool with.
I like this. It's a pretty sinister beat right here.
These boots fit. I got that new drip that drown Titanic or cruise ships. Don't you dip and dabble too close. Just watch us from a distance. I don't fuck with all that glucose. You fall and need assistance. I could do the same, but who knows? I'd rather say get riddance. Jack the Ripper, ripping paroles, annihilate with persistence. I try to say something different, but by today I'm just spitting to rhyme while making a living. But mama say that I'm different. She proud of how I do business. I kinda resemble hitmen. They got away from the killing. I'm the head honcho. Money come from my flow. The clip of lead. Blind go get the bread.
Easy Mill sounds great. I've never heard this guy before. He sounds great.
You can call me Marshall.
Yeah, cause it sure as mine used to feed me. Sleeping pills to keep me sleepy still. It was creepy cause of Nietzsche could have easily Casey Anthem need me. These rappers, I'm above them, but punching down ain't beneath me. Cold as the wind chill factor, but the fact is I don't know when to chill. But every time I come out, they expect me to fucking reinvent the wheel. Rappers get praised for spitting bars with less than a tenth of skill. Imbecile on the ledge like a benzo pill on the windowsill. Now canceled ain't the word for me. You need a term that's probably stronger than dirty laundry. This controversy got me in the worst of quandaries. Feel like the earth's axis, the world's turning on me. It's the coup de grace, I'm cruder than removing claws from a cougar's paws and throwing it back in the wild. But you taming me ain't gonna happen, and I'll live on planet denial for the rest of my life. But you'll be a stand till I die though. Stand till I die though.
I kind of like that one. I like the sound, I like the beat. It's very sinister. Easy Mill did a fucking great job. Let's click this annotation here, which is an interpretation or a translation here. So this is what Easy Mill's saying. 45 caliber or 9, it's up to you. Out of your many mistakes, only your brain is right. With your narrow thinking, you couldn't even respond. Delving depths, it felt so good to dip you in the sea. No need to prove to anyone who is listening. It cannot be detected by your senses or your mouth. And obviously the translation doesn't rhyme because, you know, different languages and all that shit. But there's the meaning. That's what it means. Easy Mill sounded good. I kind of liked Eminem's verse too, honestly. You know, it's easy. It's really easy to sit here in my chair and talk shit about Eminem. I don't know anything about the guy, but look, let's be as much as we can open-minded, right? Talking about being 5 and seeing your uncle get stabbed in the ribs because some dude, you know, stole your tricycle. 5.5, second timer survived and attacked 2 twins. They called themselves the Bulldogs. White kids and fat, too frightened to scrap. I didn't fight or hit back. You wonder why it is I treat a mic like a gat. Yeah, I was saying earlier how Eminem had convinced me he is fucked up. He's probably fucked up. You guys, this is something that's easy to forget. It's easy to get wrapped up in what he's saying and all this crazy shit. And it's easy to like, you know, oh God, we're complaining about being canceled again. You know, right? But yeah, he's probably fucked up. I don't know anything about him. Hopefully he's not fucked up. But I like this track. I like what he's doing here because at least he's giving me something for me, something to like attach to, something to understand. Because if you bitch about transgender people and fat acceptance and being canceled and people are upset, honestly, I just get bored. This is something that I can engage with. Talking about sleeping pills. His mom fed him sleeping pills. Is this true? Open about it. Listen to this annotation. Listen to this. This is great. Eminem has been open about his bad relationship with his mother. Yeah, I think so. I think he's been pretty open about his relationship with his mom. Yeah. He's been open about it. Yeah. Anyway, he raps about her poor parenting, accusing her of being a pill addict and of having, I don't even know what this word, Monschwins by proxy, I don't know, that making Eminem think he was sick when he wasn't, which could include him making him take sleeping pills. So I mean, let's think about a kid who, obviously not living up in a wealthy area, if your mom's feeding you sleeping pills and shit like that, yeah. So I mean, the thing is I don't want to hate Eminem. I don't hate Eminem. I want to be able to like understand. That's all I'm doing. It's just trying to understand. And so here he's finally giving me something to look at and understand. Every time I come out, they expect me to fucking reinvent the wheel. Rappers get praised for spitting bars was less than 1/10 of the skill. What was this? This line too. Like them cops in Akron, Ohio. What happened there? Public outrage against him to the 8 Akron, Ohio police officers involved in the fatal shooting of Jalen Walker. After an internal investigation, the department determined that the use of force was in compliance with the use of force policies. So we investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing. Good for them. They're innocent, y'all. They determined it themselves. They're innocent. Good morning, Washed Alex. Good morning. Give a fuck if you hate me worse than each track on Revival. That's another thing, too, is it's got to be really, really hard to be an artist. And, I mean, I think, like, the last 5-10 years, people have kind of talked shit about his albums. It's got to be hard, man. It's got to be hard to make music and then just get hated on for it. But then also have a hardcore fan base. Like, that's got to be hard, man. It's got to be hard. You taming me ain't gonna happen. I'll live on planet denial the rest of my life. You'll be a stand till I die. Yeah, I'm okay with that one. I'm gonna give Head Honcho a heart. I'm gonna give that one a heart. I like the beat. I like what Easy Mill did. That was his name, right? Yeah, Easy Mill. I like what he did. I like the Eminem opened up a little bit and gave me a little bit of something to chew on. Yeah, that one gets a heart. Okay. Let's move on to track 15, which is called Temporary, featuring Skylar Grey, which is somebody he referenced earlier, I think, about giving her hepatitis A to Skylar A. Grey. Track 15, Temporary. His last album was well received. Okay. You think he'll cry? Are we going to get some Sideways Bob? All right, track 15, Temporary.
A lot of people ask me, am I afraid of death? The truth is, I think what scares me the most is not being able to say all the things I want to say to you when I'm no longer here. So this song is for Haley.
First daughter.
Where's Haley? Where's she at?
This ain't Haley.
Who is it?
It's someone.
I've been waiting all night for the sunrise.
Maybe you will get Sideways Bob. Maybe.
They're a monster. And no monster, baby monsters, and I'm the mama monster.
All it takes is a new day sometimes to get me in a better state of mind.
Give me a kiss, monster.
Huh.
Love you.
If I could just fall asleep, I'd be lost in a dream. But right now it's misery, and I just have to remember that when a heart breaks, it ain't broken forever.
Skylar sounds great.
We'll grow back together.
Sounds good.
Time, I'll fine. The tears are temporary.
Yeah. So Haley Jade, I wrote you this song to help you cope with life now that I'm gone. How should I start? Just wanna say, look after Elena, Stevie, and Uncle Nate. And sweetie, be strong.
You know, something else we all forget too is, and Eminem is not the only person who has to deal with this, but I can't imagine being an artist and having kids, man, and trying to manage that. I just listened to a couple weeks ago, you guys, some of you probably even saw it, the Bad Cameo album with Lil Yachty and James Blake. Man, what a fucking beautiful album that was. And the concept of feeling like a bad cameo in your own life, you know, people are like, where are you? We never hear, we never get to see. That concept, I mean, that shit is hard.
But don't you dare shed a tear, what I tell you. Straighten up, little soldier. Them times when I held you. Jade, it'll be okay. Baby, I'm here. Hey, I'm watching you right now. Baby girl, I vow I will protect you. Your guardian angel. As hard as this may feel, us parting is painful. And darling, the rain will drive you insane still. You will remain strong. Haley, just hang on.
I just gonna read this comment. If Bob cries to Eminem after keeping a straight face through circles, I will cry too. Oh, shit. I will say this so far about the song. I like it, but it starts with, you know, the truth is I think what scares me the most is not being able to say all the things I want to say to you when I'm no longer here. To me, that leads me to that expectation of him saying it here in this song. It's a beautiful song. I like how it sounds. But he also hasn't really said anything yet. He said, you know, take care of this and stay strong and don't cry. Nothing wrong with that. But is that really what you wanted to say? So I'm hoping here in the next minute and a half, 2 minutes, that he comes out and really lays it out there. And we'll see if we get some sideways behind it.
And if there's days where you want to just lock yourself in your room and cry, just think about how when you were little, how you and I, back and forth to the studio, we used to drive. You strapped in the back seat, cause you were my little sidekick. Yeah, sweetie, I know this hurts. Bean, I'm wishing your pain away. Remember this, Haley Jade, there's gonna be rainy days. I promise you'll get through them and make it regardless. Fuck it, Jade, I'll be honest. I knew that you was gonna take this the hardest. Sweetie, get up. I know that this is breaking your heart. It's the hardest thing I've ever wrote. Haley, sweetheart, it's okay for you to let me go. Baby, I promise you that when
I'm breaks, it ain't broken forever. The pieces will grow back together. And in time, I'll be fine. The tears are temporary. The bad days will start to get better. Then we'll be laughing too.
It's a pretty song.
And tonight, when I
find it kind of odd.
No what?
Okay, no cussing.
No, that ending reminds me of is there's this really good video, fucking old school YouTube video, Funny or Die. What is it? Funny or Die. It's Will Ferrell, and he's at the apartment, and the landlord showed up, and it's this 2-year-old or whatever. I want my rent, bitch, and she's she's just a 2-year-old, but it sounds like she's all drunk and shit. That shit is hilarious. That's what it reminds me of. So this song is a little odd to me because, I mean, it's beautiful. He wrote it for his daughter. I'm sure she'll listen to it after he has died. I'm sure she'll cry. I have no problems with any of that, but it's kind of strange because Eminem doesn't have like cancer or anything, right? You know, like he's not dying, right? Does he feel like he's dying or something? Basically, I just kind of, I don't really know what to think of this in terms of, you're saying all these things about how much it hurts that you're gone, but you're not gone, bro, you know? And so I really am curious of the psychology behind it, especially too when he opens up the very beginning again, opens up with, you know, not being able to say all the things I want to say to you when I'm no longer here. I felt like this would be a beautiful time to do that, you know? But really what he says in this song is, you know, don't cry too much and you'll move on and you'll get over me and straighten up. Okay. you know, it's his song. It's his daughter. He gets to say whatever he wants to. But I almost wonder if this is like an inverse of Slim Shady, in that maybe it's so easy for him to say something that's offensive. So easy, too easy, painfully easy, that going the other way is very, very difficult. Saying something that's emotionally vulnerable. Because I hate to criticize this because I don't want to, and I just feel like a dick, but telling somebody, you know, don't cry too much when I'm gone, that's not the most vulnerable thing that you can say to a person. I know you're sad. I know this is breaking your heart, but don't cry too much now that I'm gone. You know, like, okay. Okay. I liked a little bit about going back and forth to the studio together, and, you know, they're driving and she's in the back seat and that's his little sidekick and stuff. Honestly, the impression I get from this song, I feel like, you know, now that she's married, she's full grown, and there's lots of clips about, you know, when she's younger talking and stuff. I almost feel like he's crying. Not because he's gone, but because that time is gone. I don't know. It goes fast. My son literally has stretch marks on his back going like this because he's growing so fast right now. It goes fast. Huh. Well, there you go. Okay. When a heart breaks, it ain't broken forever. You know, of course she's gonna be sad when her dad's gone. But you're not gone. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. I don't want to harp on that too much. I just feel like a dick. Honestly, I feel like a dick. Exclamation is the same shit, huh? Stretch marks on your back. It's pretty wild. This one's a bad one. Bad one. Oh yeah. Good one. You fucking got me, Thomas. You got me. You son of a bitch. All right. Bad ones featuring White Gold. Producers are Eminem and Louis Resto. Track 16. Bad one. Here we go. Oh, did I break it? Yeah, broke Spotify because I paused at the end. Here we go. Here's temporary. Here's bad.
Yo, Dre. Yeah. I'm gonna just lay back on this. Let me apologize in advance. I like that. Fuck it. Forgive me. All right. Fuck it.
I like this beat. I like this beat.
But got my head up in the sky again. But even that, my stacks are higher than money pile like Tony Stark's. That's how much I earn, man. Damn, girl, my head is swole. I feel incredible as the Hulk. Meaning I'm trying to smash. So come get in line like Santa. Climb up inside my lap. Come on, while I devise a plan. We'll be talking about Purell. When sanitize your hands. And I am an industrial strength, high-end brand, frying pan. Rap is something that I've just had a skill at for some time, and am an artist who can draw a crowd like a diagram. Like drawing breath from your diaphragm. I've achieved every aspiration that I have had.
I like that. Yeah, that was good.
Plaque or 2 or 3 or 4, but that don't change my attitude. I got a bad one.
She just gotta put up with my shit. I'm going platinum. You just gotta put up with my wrist.
I'm cool with this one.
I just
I'm cool with this.
On a link. I'm going gold now. I love all my records, but she said I got a bad one. She just gotta put up with my shit. I'm going platinum. You just gotta put up with my wrist. I'm going diamond.
I like that's a little bit more of a mellowed out pace too. The tempos of this.
1 minute you're here, next minute you're gone. Don't sit there and scoff, little bitch, you can knock the shit about me being immature off. It isn't my fault, the liquor is often twisting my thoughts. You said you're looking for miniature golf. Thought you said looking for miniature golf. Your mouth is a hole, that means my dick is in golf. Sick as a dog with croup cars.
This fucking guy, man.
And I'm still alive and you not the woo dog. So who died and made you God? Haters, I made a few, but like when 3 stacks just plays the flute, I ain't got shit to say to you.
We finally got our Andre 3K reference right there. We were talking earlier about he should have just played the flute if he doesn't have anything to say. Well, here Eminem saying he ain't got shit to say to us. Shit. Shit. Well, I will. This is a nitpick. This is me nitpicking here. But some of the complaints I've had is we're saying the same thing in multiple songs. Here's another nod. Biggie is gone and Tupac. I know you said that. I think is this the 3rd time it's been mentioned in the album? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. I like the sound of this track. This is
It's another day at the office, but it seems like Marsha's fucking job is done. Mission accomplished. People off his stunt, pissed a billion people off at once. But I gotta keep going. Tyson on Kelly. I bodied him twice and already. That little motherfucker's back throwing subs like a food fight at the deli. And that is why he got the attitude he got. Like Liza Minnelli, my Mel ego is the size of the belly on Jelly Roll. And bitch, I got a bad one.
Huh. Yeah, I'm cool with this song. This is a good one. Huh. There's some stuff in this last verse here. He actually says some stuff here. I know we've been giving Eminem a hard time for, repeating himself and saying the same thing and all this other shit. But he says a little bit here. Again, he's talking about Candace Owen again. Okay, sure. Haters, I made a few. Where the fuck was it? Like when Ye forgets to take his meds. Brain dead space cadet. Like when Ye forgets to take his meds. Oh shit. So when they get mad or angry at a statement I may have said, I just said, man, I didn't say that shit. Shady did, and I agree here. The flow, I wasn't really into the flow on that section right there. Because all I do is write the rhymes and then wait for the beat to play, spit them, trigger finger. Make it like a Green Beret, like you would get a submachine gun to spray with them. I also feel some sympathy for Joe Biden because everyone's giving a hard time for not being able to speak, and I can't fucking talk when I read these lyrics sometimes. So I'm just like, hang in there, Joe. You poor dude. I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. This is the part that stood out to me. I should go back to those sleeping aids because I'm so stuck in my evil ways. I'm fucked either way. The people still seem to think they want the old me till they get them. Get them up in arms like monkey bars. The fucking bomb with the puffy on. I'm blowing up for Cuddy's car. In front of the house. Just at the office. Mission accomplished. People off his stunt. Pissed 1 billion people off at once. But this line right here. I'm fucked either way. We kind of talked about this a little earlier. People seem to want the old me until they get them. I feel like this is the bind that is Eminem. If you build your career on just shocking, outrageous, edgelord shit. Oh, there was a line earlier too. I think it was in the second verse or first verse. Where the fuck was it? Shit. 1 minute you're here, next you're gone. It might have been the first verse. God damn it. Talking about how things are changing. He made this hint about how the world is changing, which is absolutely true. And as I grow older, I see it. I'm experiencing it. Like, okay. Earlier, there's a track, I forget which one. It was talking about the F slur, right? The F slur for a homosexual. When I was a kid, we said that shit all the time. And this is something Kendrick addressed as well in Mr. Morale. And I never really understood. I never understood the big deal because in my life, in my experience, nobody ever used that word in that specific hateful way. And I didn't come to understand it until fucking Kevin from Turning the Tables. Kevin told me about his brother and the bullshit their family went through and what that word meant to him. And I went, oh fuck. I am way, whoa. I had no idea. And it was a display of my own ignorance. And Kevin's a great person. He just told me about it, and that was it. And the way he described it, it was a lot. It was a lot. Fuck, I lost my train of thought again. I'm getting old. God, I'm just like Biden. Just like Biden. What? What was I talking about? President Putin? Who was I talking about? Anyway, Eminem, he made this hint of society's changing, which is absolutely true. And if you exist in this realm of shock lord, edge lord, and then society shifts in a way where they move away from that, like if you're already on that edge to begin with, and then society shifts away from that edge, so now you're off the cliff. But then you have this fan base that wants the same thing. You are fucked either way. You are fucked either way. If this is my career and this is what my fans expect from me, but now society exists in a way that when I provide the music that my fans want, I get fucking shredded over it. That's a shitty situation, Bobden. I like that. Bobden. Oh yeah, and here's Thomas. We used to spam that word. Same with gay because we didn't know it was such a hateful word. Yeah, and I don't think gay is the word gay. I don't think that has nearly the same meaning as the F slur. You know, but it's kind of wild. I think about, you know, the stories you hear, the nice little old ladies, right, from back in the day, and they just toss around the N word like it's nothing, and we're all like, whoa, like, you know, there's a comedian, who the fuck was it, has a great bit, grandma, you can't say that shit. Or like the movie Blazing Saddles, that one little old lady's talking to the sheriff. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man. And that sounds outrageous to us because we didn't live back in the day when that, I mean, fucking thankfully, right, when that was something that was normal. And it's something I'm seeing as words, as society shifts, and language shifts, and words shift. And I bring all that up to try and sympathize with somebody like Eminem, whose entire career has just been saying some shit, you know? Fuck. Yeah, I agree, Smalls. The only issue with gay is the connotation that gay is bad. Yes, I agree. Yeah, that is the issue. That's the big issue. Bob, don't forget you need to listen to this album for 2 weeks for your final thoughts. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Huh. I like Bad One, though. Good sound. He's saying a little bit of shit here. What an experience this has been. How long have we been going? What's the recording up to? 2.5 hours. Okay. You guys have been hanging out with me too. This is kind of great. I mean, are you guys enjoying this? Is this just like a bit of fun hangout? Is that what's been going on for you guys so far? I hope so. This has been fun for me. It's been a wild ride. Best song now, bro, not this song. Great stream. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourself. It's been a ride. It's been a ride for real. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. It makes it, honestly, if I was doing this like by myself, I don't know if I would have finished. I might have just fucking pulled the plug. Oh, so Baby Tron. Have I not heard Baby Tron before? I don't know. Anyway, it's called Tobey. This has a music video, so I'll do the reaction to the music video after we're done with this as well, too. So it's featuring Eminem, Big Sean, Baby Tron. Producers are Marvier, John Nacito, I suppose. Danny Yell, Carton McDowell, Eminem, Cole Bennett. Okay, so a bunch of different producers here. Have I not heard Baby Tron? I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's drop in track 17, Tobey. Okay. Makes me think of like a circus or something. Or like the mobile above a baby's crib.
Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke. Even while sleeping, be thinking so woke. White Cartiers, all I'm seeing is dope. My city Leia and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope. Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke.
I just want to pause. We gotta talk about
White Cartiers.
We gotta talk about this fucking line right here. It's just a fucking quadruple Star Wars reference, right? My city Leia and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope. Okay, let's read the annotation. I'm very excited to see. Here we go. Here's the annotation. Oh, it's fucking long. I have to scroll. I want to read this annotation just so we can all be sure as to what this line means. Right? Babytron is referencing a plot point to the original 1977 Star Wars film. I need a hat to tip. The Detroit rapper alludes to Carrie Fisher's character, Princess Leia, sending a message to Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, portrayed by Alec Guinness, pleading him to join her in the Rebel Alliance's fight against the Galactic Empire. It's here where Leia speaks a now iconic quote from the film, "You're my only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope." Equating himself, now this is the real part right here. This is where you got to pay attention. Equated himself to Obi-Wan and the city of Detroit to Princess Leia. Tron acknowledges that he has a lot of weight on his shoulders within the rap game, determined to accomplish his mission of becoming successful as to not let down the community in which he was raised. There's your annotation. Sometimes you guys wonder, Bob, why don't you read the annotation? That's fucking why. Right there. Right there. That's why I don't read annotations sometimes. I open them up and I go, Jesus Christ. If I have to scroll, no, not reading that shit. All right, anyway, okay, let's back it up a little bit. That was fun.
All walk, no pop, how we drop. You can come and take a baby sip, still taste of this pole. 1-on-1, sitting around the stars, double R for the race. Here the race like a spaceship is floating. All this drip thing I'm below sea level. Cut your own wrist off with that weak
I like that.
With the iron giant, making me metal. Watch Unk break a rock down to 3 pebbles. Bam, bam, down 3, hit the grand slam. 4 pockets full, fully switch, go wham, wham. Pants cramp, pull it out and count it to my hands cramp. Road DSM on the beach, not a sandstand. Boy. Hey, hey. They wanna bleed me and leave me to act like they need me, but fuck it, I do it alone. She wanna touch me and rub me and go back to hubby, he probably could smell my cologne. I was a mercy, I show him no mercy, I really was watching the throne. Niggas ain't turning me down when my baby is asleep only time that I'm watching my tone. We don't want chips with a chip on our shoulder. If he Obi-Wan and I gotta be Yoda, don't need no promoter, we pull up, they know us. I'm the Ayatollah, snatching your controller, I don't give a fuck about you when I'm focused. Grinding shit out, gotta stay patient while you outside, we on staycation. Like the fucking ain't no player for real unless you play making. I take the chances you hate taking. Fuck a dog, I'ma go West Craven. I'm at the safe fucking safe haven. They play with my name and I can't take it. Little Tobey Maguire got bit by.
I don't know how I feel about this one. Like on one hand, I like, I kind of like what, I don't think I've ever heard Big Sean before, but I mean, he's okay. He's cracking it off right there. I don't have any complaints there. And like the beat, okay. I don't really have any complaints, but like I'm not really like into it either. I don't know why. This is always, to me, this is always the hardest part of when you find something that you're just kind of okay with. Because I always like to try and figure out why. It's easy to identify the things that you love. Oh, this is why. Because it really hits, it connects and you get it. And it's easy to understand, I don't fucking like this at all. Like, this is why I don't like this. But then you get into that band in the middle where it's like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't love it, but I don't hate it, but it's fine. It's strange. Ed Vista says, to me, it feels empty. I feel like it's trying to be something instead of being something. If that makes any fucking sense. It's almost like a imposter of a song, or like when you redo a song, like somebody else redoes a song. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Let's keep listening, because for some reason it just isn't quite clicking. I don't hate it, but I'm not like into it either. So let's back up a little bit. I do like the whole fucking being bit by a goat.
Now my state's in the building, and bitch, I done slept on more floors in the Empire State Building. I got so many stories, but I hate ceilings. Ain't filling your top 5 favorite rappers, so I know they about to be pissed at me. But this to me is a mystery. How rappers I've already ripped could be higher up on a list than me. Yet here I sit on your list with 5. Wish though it's fine, but just know inside, to me this shit's hilarious. So when I get distoing by a pioneer who is one of the reasons why I am here, they tell me I should just let the shit go and slide. Melly Mel shouldn't get no reply. That man is a legend, bitch, so am I. And anyone else who thinks it'd be wise and easy as pie to beat me and tries can treat me just like poison. They can eat me and die. Middle finger stuck up, but I never conceded. Whenever I ever retreated, you never seen it. Every dream that I ever dreamt, I exceeded. Team at my legacy, I definitely did. Controversy, I always fed on, I need it. Treat it like a truck hit a head on, I meet it. I get on a beat, and it's like that I got a tiger song is playing in my head on repeat. I've been knocked down so many times, can't count. Sometimes she does not pan out. That's just the way that the card hands dealt. John Manziel, odd man out. Heavyweight word to Scott Van Pelt. I can't help but feel like a victim of child abuse, cause I am about to get that goddamn belt. Way beyond crazy, shady gone, but hey, maybe I'm the GOAT, the Dishon and Baby Tron, and that's why they be on the shit they be on.
Like, I'm very torn, because on one hand, on Eminem's verse, he went for it. He went hard. But there's something about Eminem, I'm not compelled. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's a lot of fixation. It really, the reason why I'm very hesitant on this criticism I'm about to put out there is because there's nothing he is saying here that I haven't heard before. Like, one of the things I kind of get bored with hip hop in general is this idea that, you know, basically every rapper at some point is going to have the verse where they talk about they're the best rapper ever. It's almost like a fucking requirement. You know, like, oh, you got to have your song where you talk about you're the best one. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with trying to build yourself up and fucking believe in yourself and acknowledge accomplishments that you've had and all this other stuff. But with Eminem, I feel like there's like, I don't know, I want to say there's this fixation on it. Maybe it's just confusing. Like, I was looking earlier, he has, what did I say, 82 million streams or monthly listeners. You know, Kanye's got 60-something million. So Eminem has way more listeners than Kanye does. And I was thinking earlier when I was deciding if I was going to do a reaction to this album, I was like, man, people are not going to be happy. They don't want me to listen to it, whatever. But like I said at the very beginning, you know, you can't discuss hip-hop without discussing Eminem. There was a thing I saw once years ago on the NFL Network. They were talking about the Hall of Fame. And one guy was saying his criteria for a Hall of Fame player is, can you talk about that specific position without discussing that player? Like, if you're going to talk about the quarterback position, can you talk about it without mentioning this quarterback? Because if you can't, if they have to be included in the discussion, then they are a Hall of Fame player. And I really, really liked that criteria. It made a lot of sense to me. And Eminem is the same way. Whether you like him or not, it doesn't matter. He is a huge part of hip-hop, regardless of what people think. And so it's got to be tough knowing that, right? Knowing that you're huge, knowing that you're big, knowing that you've been around for over 2 decades. But then also, when you go out and you make an album that your fans want, and then you get all this backlash and shit, like, it's just got to be tough. It's got to be tough. And then also, too, when you are around that long, I'm sure you see plenty of people who come up behind you and maybe they're doing shit that you do or they're inspired by you, but now they're talking shit about you. And it's like, motherfucker, you wouldn't be here if it weren't for me, you know? Because that is also true. There are, especially like in metal and stuff. I was watching a thing. I was surprised at how many metal drummers were giving props to Lars from Metallica, because a lot of people talk shit about Lars, about his ability to play drums. But it was cool. Like, no, man. If Metallica weren't here, we wouldn't be here. They blazed that trail for us. So it's cool that they acknowledge that. But, like, I don't know, man. There's just, I don't know. I think maybe it's just so much of his life, so much of his experience has been this, trying to prove himself, proving himself, having the numbers to prove it, having the sales to prove it, the awards to prove it. But then at the same time, you've got all the hate, too. That's just fucking weird, you know? It's just weird. It's got to be tough to deal with. This album's going to go quadruple platinum with the MAGA crowd. Probably. Unfortunately, but probably. It makes me sad because, you know, like we were saying earlier with freedom of speech, you know, that freedom of speech works by you get to say what you want to say and then everybody else gets to respond to it. And then that's it. But like this some of the stuff that Eminem is mentioning on here, it's like, is it so prominent and it's so persistent in your mind that it's essentially part of your identity? Like, I really genuinely wonder, have people gotten to a point where they identify with hating an opposition? Is that how far we are? Because that's fucking sad to me. Really sad. And I'm sure there's probably some truth there. It's like, you know, this saying, it always gets tossed around, go touch grass. I feel like this is a product of just people being online too much. It's like, it's just like, well, we're almost done with the album. We're getting very, very close, right? But with this album, this isn't something I'm going to want to put on because there's so many topics that he brings up that I don't care about. I don't care. I don't want to spend my time listening to somebody complain about something I'm trying to avoid online anyway, you know? This song in a rap album would be fine. An album where he isn't trying so hard, yeah, with rap features. Now this song is rap, yeah. To be fair, he said he is pro-trans, but yeah, I feel like it's not really about like, I feel like it's not for Eminem. It's not about the issues specifically. It's the people who backlash when he addresses the issues, and so I feel like there's conflation. It's one thing to be upset about an ideology and disagree with an ideology. That's its own separate thing. It's another experience to encounter people who believe that ideology and just hate you. Those are two different things. But I feel like they're so closely woven together, it's completely entangled. You can't separate those two sometimes, depending on the person you are. So if you're somebody like Eminem, who probably gets a fuck ton of hate, it's hard to separate those two things, And so it just comes up. Oh, I'm being hated on because of this ideology. Not necessarily. It's just those people hate you. Oh, shit, man. Slim Shady is supposed to be hypocritical and literally a bad guy, but can still be a bit repetitive. Or repetitive content. Yeah. And, that's another thing. I feel like I've lost the plot, kind of. Somebody did say earlier how this is where the album turns. The album has turned. It has turned. It's gotten away from that outrageous shit. So, in terms of the concept of the death of Slim Shady, I think we're in that section for sure. Okay, there's 2 more tracks. One's a skit, which is a minute long, and then the last track is Somebody Save Me. So, it actually spilled into track 18, which is Guess Who's Back, skit. Takes a long time to pivot to. Yeah, and I don't feel like, Lazy Person 99, hey, first time chat, welcome. Nice to catch you here. Miko the dog, also welcome. I don't really have a problem with the long time to pivot here, but I don't feel like there's much transition. It feels like the transition is happening within the skits. There's some stuff in the tracks too, but it's pretty sharp. Like, it's Slim Shady, and then he dies, and then now we're not Slim Shady, kind of a thing. And yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, we've been fucking going, bro. All right, let's check out the skit, and then the final song, which is Somebody Save Me. And we will wrap up this album. Here we go.
Been waiting a long time for this shit. Long time no seeing. Thought you got rid of my ass, huh? Yeah. Half a bag of Viagra. Gonna reach around and grab ya.
He's doing the Houdini.
Sometimes I wonder if my homie's gay. Wait. Where'd everybody go? They left me again.
Okay.
Half a bag of Viagra.
So he's like making fun of his own song. All right, then we're just gonna roll into the final track, which is Somebody Save Me, featuring Jelly Roll. Producers.
Daddy?
Get butt in here when she gets.
Come eat.
I'm so tired.
Just come eat.
May not be in there a minute, I promise. Stop.
Well, then wake up.
Shut the door.
Somebody save me from myself. I've been so long living in hell.
Another pill as I start to spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't even deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Your first podcast, looking down. Sweetie, I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry that I chose drugs and put them above you. Sorry that I didn't love you enough to give them up how to fuck to. I not love you more than a pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under will.
So this is what I was hoping for from the track Temporary. This is what I was hoping for right here.
It's the only thing that seems to help.
This is good. This is good.
Elena, sorry that you had to hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate. Nate, I should just congratulate you on being a dad too. Carter and Liam, look at you. Little bro, sorry I left you. Sorry that I'll never get to. Hold a hug, my little nephews. Stevie, I'm sorry I missed you. Grow up and I didn't get to be the dad I wanted to be to you. Things I wanted to see you do. This is my song from me to you. Sorry I gave up, but I'm just so defeated. God, what the fuck you want me to do? Somebody save me.
This is good.
Me from myself.
This is good.
Has been so long. Had a second chance, blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her and Laney one day to the altar as proud as can be. Right now I'm just weak as I fall further down in this deep hole and farther in the ground that I sink. As they lower me in my coffin, I feel the tears all falling down on my cheek.
Huh. Huh.
Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams.
Huh. You know, that makes me think of probably my favorite Eminem song, which is Deja Vu. This feels like part 2 of that. If you guys are familiar with that track, Deja Vu. You know, this final line makes me think of one of my favorite lines in hip hop. Danny Brown. Sold the dream and bought a nightmare. Great line. I forget what song it's off of. But I've always loved that line. Huh. You know, Jesus. Well, headphones off. So I do this. For those of you who don't know, this is a little editing trick right here. I take my headphones off at the end, so I know when I'm at the end when I'm editing. Oh, okay, here's additional thoughts. Great. Or closing thoughts. Fucking swallowing. That shit was a tough listen. It was a tough listen. But, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm very hesitant to levy additional criticism because the truth is I don't know Eminem as a person. I don't know what his life is like. I don't know the shit that he's been through. I just don't fucking know. So for me to sit here and go, fuck this guy, blah, blah, blah. You know, I feel like if I do that, it's just low-hanging fruit type of a thing, low effort. I'd rather try to understand him a little bit, but in that, sometimes he makes it a little hard to understand. I think the truth is I can't understand somebody like Eminem. I can't understand any of these guys who have had careers as mainstream fixtures in hip-hop for 2 fucking decades. I can't understand what it's like to have so much of your professional career filled with both adoring fans and the fucking staunchest of haters. I can't understand that. I can't. I'll never understand that. Hopefully. I hope I never understand something like that. It's tough for me as a fan of music, as a fan of somebody who likes to lift stuff from an album and appreciate artistic expression. There's some stuff being expressed here that's hard for me to click into and engage with. I feel like some of the stuff being expressed here is simply a product of his life, his experience, his exposure to so much opinion about him. You know, it fucking goes, it fucks you up. It really does. There's nothing... There's so many comments that fly around. You can find so many good things and bad things. And if you take it in, man, it has an effect, whether you want it to or not. I mean, I'll read comments, and I have been extremely fortunate to have such a kind community like you guys around to read so many wonderful things. But every now and then I'll read something, it's like, oh, that person didn't like that, you know, and it's just part of it and whatever. And I have been, in the last few months, I've been just pulling away in general because I've gotten to a point where I'm sure you guys can imagine I get requests all the time about this album. You got to check out this, check out that, check out that. I love that. I love the recommendations. What I've just gotten tired of is people going, oh, you're doing that? Yeah, I'm doing that. Oh, It's so mid. I'm so bored of people not understanding that their favorite artist is somebody else's mid artist and vice versa, you know? And so week to week, as I announce what I'm going to sit down and listen to, I've often felt like I'm making 30% happy and 70%, oh God, we're going to listen to that. Right? And I'm exaggerating that. It's not a big deal. But after a while, it's like, okay, you know what? I don't really care about the negative opinions about albums. I just want to sit down and listen to it for myself. It's that simple. And it's always been that simple. So the recommendations are great. The people who get cranky, whatever. You know, life goes on. Now take that and multiply it by 50 fucking million. You're Eminem. I mean, I can only fucking imagine the hateful shit that has been said about this guy for years, decades. Like, I wonder, you know, Kendrick really hates Drake. But this has only been the last few months. You know, think about what Drake has gone through. The public backlash against him from the hip-hop community in the last few months. Now think you're Eminem, and it's been 20 years. You know, so I don't want to shit on the guy. Like, if it's an album I'm not into, okay, I'm not into it. And like I said at the very beginning of this fucking stream, right, days ago, if you don't like it, don't fucking listen to it. Don't listen to it. It's that simple. And it applies to all of us. And so this like fucking online brain rot where we just sit around and bitch about the things we don't like. Why? We're wasting our own time. You guys. Bob would jump off a bridge if he listened to Tom McDonald. I have heard, I think, 2 songs, and I just went, oh God, no, this is not my jam. Okay, so let's talk about this actual album. I don't know. I first thing with the conceptual idea of killing Slim Shady, I don't know how well that was executed, because honestly, it felt like it was Slim Shady. Okay, he's dead. No more. And so I think in terms of that execution, I personally would have enjoyed a lot more back and forth, much like Yeet on 2093, where a lot of that album was back and forth. That was a great album. So poor concept, poor execution. I don't know about that. I like the concept, but I don't think it could have been done better. And I think a big problem for me and why I'm not too into this one is because in January it was done better. I think Yeet crushed it on 2093. I love that album. In the execution of the idea, there are all these different voices in his head and this battle of back and forth and the fucking struggle. This one, I think there's less struggle here, and he lyrically on the content, you know, he's doing a lot of, oh, I'm just fucking around and I'm saying this offensive shit and you guys are upset, but I'm just fucking around, but I'm gonna say offensive shit and you guys are upset, but I'm just, it's like, okay, you know. So I wasn't really too into that. Anti-diaries, but bad. Well, we still have the music video. So here's what we'll do. Since you guys have been hanging out for so long. Oh, and look at, no, it's fucking hilarious. I just said, so we have the music video, and the views just plummeted. We seriously lost like 20% of the stream. Like that. Oh my God, the fucking music video? I'm out. That's just fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. What if we do this? If you guys, if you're willing to suffer through the Tobey music video reaction, which I'll do, afterwards we can do the music video for Not Like Us, because I have not recorded that yet. I have not recorded a reaction to that. So we'll do that. Fuck. I don't know. You know, in terms of, I think really my biggest criticism for the album would be like, oh, this is Eminem. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's Eminem being Eminem again. You know, that kind of a thing. It's almost like these actors where, you know, starring so-and-so. They always just play them in every single movie. It's that kind of a thing. I feel like it's just, there's nothing really new here for me. And I'm not even I don't even know his catalog very well. So, there you go. if it was good or bad, I don't know. It's been such a long stream. You haven't watched? No, I have not watched the video for Not Like Us. I have not watched that yet. So let's move into the music video for Tobey. We will conclude the reaction to this album, and then as a bonus to you guys, maybe we lost like another 20%. It's hilarious. Fucking great. It's been 3 hours. I know. It's been 3 hours. No, we're doing the Tobey video. I know. You guys don't like it. That's fine. I don't blame you for not liking it. But this is this is my yub right here. This is part of the yub. Got to do the music video too.